Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every.
Hey Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, but it's all good. You know I watch them fights, though. So we're here to discuss it, man. Shout out to William Zepeda, who looks very, very dominant in his win over Maxi Hughes. We picked Zepeda to do what he do. This continues to be a trend for him, getting the stoppage or forcing his man to quit, kind of like his stablemate, Subriel Matias. This is now Zepeda's probably sixth time he makes someone, stop or quit before the sixth round. So shout out to him, man. He's certainly taken his job seriously. But yes, it looks like I'm wrong. It looks like this is his third fight not making it past the six. Joseph Diaz did take him 12, and right before that, Rene Alvarado. But many are thinking that he's coming into his own and preparing for an even bigger potential southpaw, whether that be Lomachenko or Shakur Stevenson. His last two have been southpaws in Mercito Gesta and Maxi Hughes. Neither on that level of a, Lomachenko or Shakur, but definitely preparation. But we will be talking the entire card. William Zepeda, Maxi Hughes, that is the main event, so we'll start backwards. Obviously, he got the stoppage in the fourth round, doing a lot of body doing a lot of damage to the body of, Maxi Hughes. And it just wasn't a good look for Maxi. The first round, you got to give Maxi credit. He looked phenomenal, actually. And he made you believe he might be able to do something. But just not enough movement from Maxi. Too much staying in the pocket. And I get it. He was trying everything, right? He's like, look, maybe if I bully the bully, maybe if I go to his body, maybe if I, try to match his pace. Because let's be real. Maxi was doing that. I think there was one round where maybe Sepeda landed 150 and Maxi landed 90, or maybe Sepeda threw 150 and Maxi threw 90. That's actually a lot of punches, man. That's actually a lot of punches, and shout out to Maxi for trying to hang in there with, such a guy. He just throws so many punches, you know what I mean? They were clocking him round by round because of how many he throws. And once he gets those engines going, he really starts letting loose. So once again, credit to William Zepeda making Maxi basically say no mas. His trainer asked him, like, look, man, I can't keep letting you get beat up like this. You hear me, right? He's like, so, he shook his head like, no. And he's like, he stopped the fight. So essentially, Zepeda makes Maxi quit on the stool after the fourth. And Maxi goes on. Sepeda moves on. We'll see what's next for him. But again, with the two southpaws that they've already previously lined them up, and now this being an IBF eliminator, I feel like they're trying to see, can he get a crack at Lomachenko and maybe like a purse bid mandatory situation rather than facing the younger southpaw in Shakur, which is understandable. If you can beat Loma, you go into that fight with Shakur, potentially, an A side, because you would have the bigger win in the division. You would have beaten the old legend, and he's the Mexican that brings the fan base. So I can see them trying to go the IBF route, fighting the older southpaw and Lomachenko, if and when he gets the win over George Kambosos. But on the undercard, Tristan Karuf, someone I've been telling you guys about for a while. He used to be with Coach Bullet, the former trainer of Rolando Romero. Now he is with Bomac, Red Spikes, and Isu Dieguez. And he looked great last night. Got himself a second-round knockout. So Team B&B does it again. Joel Iralte, I think it is. I think I'm right there. Maybe it is Joel Iralte. He also got a stoppage. That Sparza fight, I want to say that got canceled, right? Because I didn't see that at all. I don't know what happened. Let me check the event. I feel like that must have got canceled. It took me 2 days. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, it did get canceled. It did take me 2 days. I watched most of the Schofield fight last night, and it just wasn't that entertaining. So I took it down. Woke up this morning, finished the Schofield fight, realized that they eventually ended up disqualifying Suero. And now I get why he was upset, because, at the time of the stoppage, whatever infraction the ref thought he saw, it wasn't, I guess, necessary to stop the fight. But during the replay, they did show that a low blow did land there. And I guess just the ref was fed up with Suero's tactics. And shout out to the ref, because I wish he would have been at the last fight with Nick Ball's dirty ass, and maybe he would have got, a disqualification as well. Eric Priest got the, what did he get? A 10-round decision, and he looked okay. He's with Ishmael Salas. He basically won the fight with a jab, but towards the back half, he was looking for that right hand, overshooting it a lot, ending up on the back of his opponent and on the shoulders of his opponent. But for the most part, he did his thing, and, he's a work in progress. I don't know how durable Mr. Jose Sanchez was. Let me go through that resume, see who else could not stop him in them 5 losses. He's got 1 stoppage, and that comes at the hand of Vito Milecki in the 4th round. Vito put Sanchez down twice in the 3rd and in the 4th round, and then they got waved off. So Eric was, billed as a power puncher, and Vito, he started his career at 47 and moved up to 54. So I guess we got to keep an eye on Eric Priest, make sure that his power is or is not real. Did not get the stoppage in this fight over a guy that Milecki did get the stoppage, but he still looked good. Nonetheless, moves forward on to the next one, right? Then we have the fight with Schofield. Again, not the greatest matchup. Suero is now certainly getting a rap for a dirty fighter. He just looked like he was looking for a way out. But I am with Sergio Mora. I think that Schofield needs to get a little more patient. I mean, his face is cut up. This is now another cut, but he had one above his right eye, one under his right cheek, and now a new one. The kid's like 21 years old. Granted, Gabe Rosado was known for always bleeding and getting cut. Then he had the surgery over his eyebrows where they scraped it or whatever, and he don't really bleed like that anymore. So, there are things that can be done, but he's so young, he just needs to change up a little bit, man. He's really ruining his face. Them scars are very visible. But Schofield did what he did and brings what he's always advertised to bring, which is, explosiveness, power, and the potential knockout, right? He did hit Sweato with some shit with that left hook, which caused Sweato to, start the excessive holding and the weird tactics. But Schofield overusing or abusing the left hook, right? Like, yes, he was catching dude all night with it, but it's like, yo, switch it up. Like, he just kept doing the same thing over and over. And eventually Sweato got hit, and he was not getting hit with that left hook no more. So, Schofield didn't get the knockout that he should have gotten, only because, obviously, he didn't switch up the game plan. He just kept on trying that lunging left hook. He still gets the stoppage because of the disqualification, and he moves on. But, the commentary, I usually don't watch it with commentary, but since we weren't doing it live, I was. And, the commentary pretty much was that he still needs more development. He's calling out the big names, but they feel that he needs the development. I got Damian Clark with the $2. He says Schofield need to stay away from Shakur. Yeah, but he still hits hard. He really put Sweato on Bambi legs. But good morning, Troy. What it do? You watch the fights?
I seen some highlights, and I wanted to I seen Zepeda had stopped dude on the stool.
Yep, fourth round. Maxi Hughes.
Yeah, he stopped Hughes on the stool. I'm gonna look at that Schofield fight because for some reason Schofield, I never knew Schofield was like a black last name. That sounds like some type of European name. So
yeah, it might be European. His grandmother and grandfather are from the Dominican Republic. There's a lot of English people migrated to DR. You froze?
Oh,
okay.
I ain't see the Schofield, but I'm gonna look at it. He a puncher?
That's what he's being billed as. Yes, a puncher. He's very explosive. He uses his feet. I think this is some highlights here. I'll send it to you. It was a dirty fight. This is becoming a theme. We got to get these dudes out of boxing. I hate seeing the comments where people are like, oh, he's not a dirty fighter. He just had to do that because he's tall. It's like, nah, that's being dirty.
Oh no, yeah, I did see dude got disqualified for low blows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we just talked about that. Evidently Schofield was hitting hard because when somebody using dirty tactics like that, it's because you don't really want to be in there. And dude didn't want to fight. It's a fight, but when you just primarily using dirty shit, that's not a fight. That's you just doing dumb shit in there. Excuse my language.
Nah, for sure.
You can't be doing that, bro. Schofield was probably punching him hard, and that's one thing black fighters don't like, getting hit up hard upside their head. Pause. So no, I would like to see the Schofield and Shakur fight because he is athletic. He looked like he got a nice
Yeah,
physique.
I think there's a line, obviously. Zepeda was the main event, and he's in more of a position than Schofield. He's actually in position now to be Tank's mandatory after Tank handles Frank, and he's in the position to be Loma's mandatory if he beats George, and he obviously can get a title shot right now versus Shakur in the BC because he is ranked, I want to say, number 3 in the WBC at 135. I'm pulling it up. He is number 1 in the WBC at 35, and with this win, they might go ahead and just mandate him, so we'll see. This is the rankings universally for all the divisions. I mean, all the sanctioning bodies, excuse me. And as you can see,
who would you like to see him work with, Zepeda or Schofield?
I would like him to fight Shakur. I feel like that first round with Maxi Hughes showed a lot, and it showed that William could be beat. The issue is whoever does what Maxi Hughes did in the first round, the question is always going to be, can they do that for 12 rounds or can they stop him? This guy's been dropped in Mexico, in Tijuana, I think they were reporting, and he was buzzed by Jojo Diaz. So a Shakur who's a sharp puncher maybe can get a couple knockdowns on this guy. Maybe can do what Floyd did to Canelo, where all that aggression, is nullified. Because, listen, Hughes was hitting him with some solid right-hand jabs, which Shakur is a southpaw. And Shakur's jab is more, accurate, snappier, and definitely more stern. He throws it to the body. He loves the stab to the body. Not only that, again, Hughes was staying there. I do like what he was doing. Now, slipping is that, right? So he was weaving under Zepeda. I'm telling you, Hughes looked amazing in that first round. God bless his heart. He looked so good in that first round. He really had me on the edge of my seat in that first round, but too flat-footed. But a guy like Shakur, who we seen jump out of danger in the De Los Santos fight, he mixed in some of that with some of what Hughes was doing. Shakur probably could, I don't want to say stop, because I personally did not see JoJo hurt William Zepeda. That's what they reporting on yesterday's telecast. I need to see that. But again, keeping that in mind.
I might need to see that too, because Zepeda, I seen Zepeda in there with Richard Hitchison, and that height and jab gave him a problem. But Shakur is not as tall as Richard, so I do want to see that, because Zepeda has had some scraps. Zepeda been in there with some folks, so it's time for him to get some work.
I just think that Maxi put the blueprint out for any southpaw. Like, Maxi was hitting this dude with the 6'7" to the body. He just didn't have the power. But he tested William's body. He showed you that William is subject to getting smacked in the face with the jab. Like, all his forward momentum can get stopped with a jab. And Shakur's that step back jab guy. So I think I think that they don't go Shakur route, and instead they go the older Loma, who's a southpaw. They've already fought 2 southpaws back-to-back in Gesta and Hughes. Just wait for the 36-year-old, 34-year-old, 35-year-old southpaw to beat George, to go through another 12 rounds. That southpaw's moving up in weight. That southpaw's older. My style is 1,000 punches. I'll beat that southpaw and be in better position to unify with Shakur. If Zepeda and his team go straight into Shakur, I'd be impressed. I know, Oscar's out here acting like that. Like, oh, he inviting Shakur to the fight, and he telling them we want the fight. If they make the fight next, I would be shocked, highly impressed, and making popcorn ready. I think that the business route is going the Loma route. Being the mandatory. You already in position. This was an eliminator. So none of this is me assuming. This was an IBF eliminator. You in position. You got the back end of Golden Boy to go to purse bid if you have to. And obviously Golden Boy and Top Rank have done business, so they'll send a nice offer for William, where again, the risk will be worth the reward. The age of Loma, the wear and tear of Loma would be all worth it to him. That's my thought. I don't know what you think.
Man, I'm over here watching Zepeda right now. He got good fundamentals. It doesn't look like he got a lot of speed. He putting pressure on Hughes. Hughes throwing good combinations, man. He got good combinations. He got a good jab. I see they both southpaw.
I love Hughes, man. He's supposed to have won his last fight with George, man, Kambosos. He is a decent boxer, but the power lacked in this fight. He needed that power to keep that boy off him. That boy was tripling up that right hand. He would do it to the body, right hook to the body, right hook to the fucking shoulder, right hook to the head. Bro, he was over abusing that right hand. That kid, welcome to the show, champ.
Welcome to the show. I would like to see William. Who coached William Zepeda?
Coach Panda, Nahara.
He got a.
He's
style
the same
like
trainer as Matias.
He got a. Oh, okay, I see. Because I'm saying, like, Mikey Garcia fight in this type of way, like kind of slow, methodical, using the jab. Not good fundamentals. Zepeda is moving his head decently. Can he beat Shakur? No. I could just look at this and see. As soon as I look at it, no, he can't. You know what I'm saying? But it would be a good fight stylistically because he does put pressure.
So you don't think he could overwhelm Shakur at any point in that fight to change the tide to a win?
No, because Shakur is going to be bothered by speed, not pressure. He's a natural boxer, and he got good defense. And Zepeda doesn't have the speed on top of the pressure. Like, he throwing good punches, and he got decent He got footwork. Like he's coming to him. It doesn't look like his feet is trash. So but the hand speed movement, that's not gonna bother Shakur. He's gonna be able to see those punches. So no, Zepeda does look good. I would like to see that too because it's a stylistic matchup, and Zepeda is.
I don't think anybody's hit Shakur to the body as much as Zepeda will. Now I get it. When you fighting a guy like Shakur, the amount of punches that Sepeda throws will drastically drop because, you getting jabbed. We seen Maxi jab fucking Sepeda in the face and all forward momentum be stopped. So, we'll see a drop or a decrease in his output, but I still think that the Sepeda lands some body shots. But you ain't said nothing yet. Take it away.
Yeah, I think Zepeda does present an interesting challenge. I've been liking Zepeda for a while, but my concern about him, they've been feeding him a lot of 130-pounders over there at bringing guys up, which is that's what you do when you're making in-house fighters. And as far as the Shakur fight, I'm not sure Zepeda is going to be able to cut the ring off enough to really threaten Shakur with the power, because he's kind of got to get planted to get it off. So envisioning what Shakur did to kind of escape a puncher
Santos.
like, huh?
No, I was just saying to escape De Los Santos.
Yeah, what he did to escape De Los Santos. It's tactics, and not just that, the counters. I think in this instance, he may be able to pull off a bit more counters because, Zepeda may not be, as fast or as quick. So
I just want to say I don't agree that he will look anything like that fight with De Los Santos, but I do agree that he would use some of those jump back tactics. But like you said, I think that Zepeda is just there to be countered. Hughes showed us so many counters. Like, he landed shots, bro. He was throwing 3-punch combinations. The poor kid, if he could just, could have ate some spinach like Popeye right before the fight, maybe. But without it, it just wasn't doing anything to Sepeda.
But this could be the fight that, like we can agree on. I think many can agree. You're not going to see the same Shakur you saw in the last fight in this kind of fight. In this styles make fights. This could be the style that allows Shakur to, to get his off a little bit, to show, counter punching and athleticism, and to remind people, that sometimes tactics, no matter how much the fans may like it, people didn't like Sean Porter's mauling style, right? But that's what he used. So if Shakur, being fleet of foot this time, with this opponent, we believe he may be able to add some counters to it. He's just going to show us that styles make fights, and you give him the right style of fighter, and he will perform, with what's in front of him.
Real
so
quick,
I want to see it. I'm here for it.
I got a $2 cash app from Damien. It's the second one. He says, how you see Sepeda versus Kambosos? Same thing. I mean, I think he stops Kambosos. Kambosos is there to be hit. But, I mean, I wanted to ask you if you can give me what you believe to be the differences in William Zepeda and Oscar Valdez when it comes to the case of Shakur. Because, a boxing fan that don't know is that this is just another Mexican fighter. He's just another Oscar Valdez. What do you see? What do you think are the differences between Valdez and William Zepeda?
Definitely, Zepeda's definitely a more volume puncher, definitely a more power puncher to me. And the biggest difference, I mean, we got to call it how we see it. At least I do. Valdez, he's not the same when he doesn't have the Tay. You see Nestor take a sip just now. He's not the same. Valdez ain't the same without the Tay. So that's the difference, number one. I think Valdez, he kind of, I'm not sure what it was that made him special, other than that he seemed to be a non-brawling type Mexican, so that was the difference, as far as me looking at Valdez. But as far as comparing him to Zepeda, I think the volume and the power, Zepeda, body punching. We talked about the body punching, yeah, I think that would be the main difference to me. They're not the same fighter stylistically for sure, but they may have some similarities. But Valdez by no way has the power Zepeda has.
Man, Valdez doesn't have any damn defense, bro. Like, his defense is it's lacking.
For me,
and when I'm looking,
I'm sorry, I thought you were done. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, just real quick, when I'm looking at Zepeda right now, which I'm watching the DAZN highlights, he has better defense and better fundamentals. Valdez has more speed, but Zepeda, he's stepping with his punches, and he does go to the body. They both look like they Now, ain't no both they look like. They both master or, to use that Mexican style left hook, which is good. Zepeda really be sitting on his hook, though, and can throw combinations, though, bro. Like, Zepeda is all right with me. I really like his style, the things he doing in there. He got some decent skills. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Schofield. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing them. Are they both at 35?
Yeah, but again, I don't think they do it. That's in-house, and if I'm Oscar and B-Hop, I'm looking at these like two different markets, two different, revenue sources. You got Floyd Schofield, highly ranked in the WBA, who could potentially get a shot with Tank, and then you got Zepeda ranked in all three major sanctioning bodies, WBA, WBC, and the IBF. I got Mad Bet, $105 super chat. He says, Daily Dose of Tankwell, Nick Floss was very impressive versus Santa Maria. Shakur healed, unretired, calling for Devin. Tank 2024. Yeah, I seen that tweet. Someone sent it to me of Shakur saying he tried to call Bill to replace Ryan, but I seen an interview from KO Artist where he asked about Shakur wanting to replace Ryan, and Oscar told KO artists to tell Shakur there's no need. We got Mavs for the chip, $2. Happy Sunday morning, TBV Familia. Salute to you, celebrating your 5th super chat on the live stream. And we got Twin with $2 more. Schofield reminded me of Sean Porter last night. Yeah, I can see that, especially with the head buzz. You know what I'm saying? That's not prime Porter, though. Schofield needs to hone in his skills and bring out his inner Sean Porter. But we do have a $5 cash app from Huang in Houston for Chad in Canada to cut that line.
Hey.
Holla.
Ness, you know what's interesting? You asking me about Valdez and Zepeda. I'm thinking Navarrete and Zepeda is a better comparison, and Navarrete being perhaps a more dangerous opponent for Shakur than Zepeda.
Whoa. You wildin'.
Yeah. No. You don't think so?
Navarrete more than. Please don't even go there. I don't even want to see Shakur fight a dude moving up in from 30. Like, again, we got 3 different pieces of data that state that Shakur may not like being in the ring with power punches. So let's not do him favors of putting him in the ring with dudes moving up 3 divisions that don't have power. Like, then all you doing is like further, you feel me? Further fucking strengthening the myth by giving them soft punching fighters.
Navarrete?
So Navarrete he stops people.
That's all he does.
Man, he overwhelms people. He don't stop nobody. He ain't no one-punch banger. He ain't no power puncher. Like, come on. Yo,
Very few are, Ness. Very few are.
Zepeda can hit. Zepeda is punching.
But
That's
did he
different.
one-punch Hughes, or did he overwhelm him?
No, he overwhelmed them for sure. But you seen
So there's the comparison enough right there. That's what I'm talking about.
But look, the comparison is Liam Wilson beat Navarrete. Maxi Hughes got beat by Sepeda. It's different. Someone already showed us that you ain't even got to be Shakur and you can get it done. Like, I mean, that's not the test I'm looking for. Like, you got Dev fighting Regis, puncher, Ryan, puncher. You got Tank fighting Martin, puncher. I mean, let's not do people favors. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I was thinking, though? Because
I see he from North, y'all. Just FYI, I ain't the only one.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I ain't the only one from the city.
Don't take the water. See, try to take the water before y'all get a chance to get your cups. Hold on a second.
I see why you say I'm not the only one from the city, man.
Hold on a second, because here's what I'm thinking. Let me pull a Jerry for a second.
I'm just saying, he really wanna bring up a dude like Shakur sitting there.
Listen.
Oh man.
Listen. Here's what I'm thinking. Navarrete, when we look at Zepeda, we're saying styles make fights, and we know that style is tailor-made for Shakur to get his off. You have an unorthodox guy like Navarrete. He's tall. He throws these kind of looping punches. You said he overwhelms. We know he's coming with volume. I get it. You might be bringing him up. He might be technically smaller, but I'm just saying I would not be offended by it if we're talking about quote-unquote punchers, quote-unquote volume punchers, and guys that are, feared, avoided, yada, yada. I would not be offended by that. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't offended by watching Shakur fight Navarrete. I'm just saying, that's not the fight I'm looking for from Shakur, especially if Tank is fighting Frank, Dev is fighting Ryan. Like
that I can agree to. You want to see him with Zepeda because
we ain't never said Emmanuel Navarrete was like one of them dudes. Like when we mentioned, Ryan, Tank, like he got to be on par with everybody else is all I'm saying. Like I want to see him do what everybody else doing.
Fair enough. And Zepeda presents that challenge because, like I said, or I have always been known to say, if we're talking about a guy and they said anybody afraid of him, what can so-and-so do with him? Somebody's got to be the guy to get him up out of here. So if Zepeda's being mentioned in that breath, then it would be ideal for Shakur to put him on his resume and continue to campaign at 135. I get it.
Shout out to.
Go
ahead.
I was about to say, You know what's a good style matchup? I know why people want to see Navarrete and Zepeda. Zepeda is more technical. Navarrete is more awkward. But I would say that uh, if you mix both of them fighters together, you get somebody named Isak Cruz. And I'm just saying that his speed, his this how small he is, how that Tyson build, that gives Shakur a problem.
Yeah, but he's at
That I would
140. He at 140
I
now.
know, I know, I know. I'm just saying like I would like to see somebody with the technical skills of Peta and the technical delivery of the punches, but like the fluidity of Navarrete coming at Shakur, that's what's gonna give him a problem because if you're just like Zepeda, he moves his head, but he could be hit by jabs. But then if you're like
Shakur.
Navarrete, he's just throws a lot of punches. You know what I mean? So and he's like you said, he's a lighter puncher, and lighter punchers throw mad punches. So that's not gonna bother Shakur. Shakur don't like to be in the pocket when somebody doing that. Like
Shakur
Shakur,
funny.
you got to work on your defense in the pros. This ain't the amateurs, brother. You have to
Somebody
really lock in and put your hands up and be willing to stay in that pocket. It's not that bad in there. I'm telling you, it's actually where you can get most of your knockouts at in that little medium range. But that's what I would like to see. I don't want to see Navarrete. He need to do more to me. But I know what you're saying. I mean, his awkwardness, his style, like even bringing him up will help him get
he
ready
not
for
even
Zepeda.
disciplined enough. Come on, man. Dude be coming in there looking like he coming straight from a parent teacher meeting. Like y'all gotta stop this. Nobody with a
Hey,
dad bod is gonna be Shakur. Like we gotta stop this craziness.
I
But
don't even watch Navarrete.
Shakur funny himself though. Like somebody sent me another one of his tweets. What the fuck did he say? Damn, I was trying to get this off and I wasn't able. He said he said let me fill in for Ryan, man. We'll sell that shit out. And I'm like, that's what we was telling you when it was offering you 25%, motherfucker. Y'all would sell it out. Now it's coming to his head now, man. He finally realizing it. He right though. Him and Dev in Brooklyn, he bringing up all of New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Right up that turnpike. So
He want Ryan's money, and that's the thing he's not worth. That's why, like, he think he want more than 25. He want what
yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
doing, and that's what it sounds like, But hearsay could be is up for deception.
Uh, Chad, is you ever gonna take this counterpunch?
I was waiting for you guys to stop talking a bit. You guys were
Bro,
kind of going
it's
for
a
it.
talk show. We won't be able to stop it. We'll have dead air.
Yeah, I'll just have to get in here. Who gave me a
Chad, what
counterpunch
up?
though? Because I was talking. Yo,
Juan
I
in
mean,
Houston. Juan in
no,
Houston.
oh, Juan, my man Juan. Thanks, Juan. That's amazing. Yeah, I missed that somehow. Anyway, guys, how y'all doing? I don't have too much to say. Like, my thoughts are more with the Schofield. What we saw with Schofield last night. Like, I'm amazed at the response last night after the fight and today too. Like, there's a lot of hype around Schofield, man, with fans. You've got fans that are like that think he's ready for Shakur. I mean, I can't believe the amount of fans that think that he's ready to take that level of a fight. Now he's 17 fights in, but I don't see that kind of readiness when I see him in there. He does a lot of things really well that I like, that are exciting and fun to watch, but man, he gets hit so much. Like, to me, Shakur would just eat him up. He's not ready for that kind of fighter, for that kind of style. What you guys think?
I think you should say pause on the eat him up, but I need to watch
Yeah, but I mean,
Schofield, but I'm gonna watch him because I don't think it's his size and his physique. I noticed sometimes that can get you in trouble. He needs to get a little bit more looser. And if he's getting hit with a lot of shots, he doesn't have any defense, or he just be trying to walk through people.
see, Troy,
Yeah.
I feel like he stays too close to his opponent. Like, he likes to be close so that when he can time you, you know, and explode, he's right there to like, and it's great when he's able to do that. And it looks great and it's effective when he connects, you know, but by doing that, he's not got enough defense to stop the hits, man. He gets hit so much. And when you add the headbutts and all the physicality of his fights lately, I just don't see his career going really long if he stays on this path, you know, this trajectory. But I see what they're doing and why they've done it. You know, it does make for an exciting fight, an exciting guy in the ring. I just don't know how far that's going to take him once he starts moving up to that top level. As far as the opponent last night, I kind of felt like at the end because remember, like when the fight was over and he just kind of had a meltdown. What was his name? Suarez, or like I felt like the lights were too bright for him, man. I just saw a guy that looked like he was under too much pressure and wasn't ready for that level of a fight. That's what it looked like to me. Like him trying to get out of the fight and stuff. Yeah, he was getting a bit overwhelmed and everything. But in the beginning, he was carrying himself not too bad. He was doing all right, you know? He was doing what he needed to. And then it just changed. Like, it just looked like he didn't want to be in there. And then at the end of the night, my God, like I felt really bad for him. And a lot of people was teasing and laughing at him. But I felt bad for the guy, man. Like it's not easy in that position. Like he was obviously under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, right? I doubt he'll get a fight at that level again. So it's unfortunate for him, but that's what happens sometimes if they push these guys too soon to too big a stage, you know? And that's kind of the way I saw it. I don't know. What did you guys think? Did you just see a fighter that just was in trouble and just wanted out of the fight?
Pretty much, man. This is his MO, man. He's been kind of going a dirty route in his last couple fights. They were reporting it on the telecast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not seen him fight before last night. But and I'll just say quick, guys, like Zepeda, I mean, he looked great. As far as how far he can go, I just need to see more. I haven't watched all of his fights. I've probably watched him fight now 3 or 4 times. I realize I need to watch him more regularly now going forward. But I mean, his shot placement's really nice, man. Like Hughes, you know, when Hughes had his high guard, like when he was just covered up, he was finding the body real nice, real sharp.
Well, luckily for you, all his fights are on the zone pretty much. So the important ones you can go back and find on the zone. You know, he's fought Jojo Diaz. That was a good one, and that's a southpaw. Jaime Abolera, that's a decent one. That's only 2 rounds. Mercito Gesta, another southpaw. Maxi Hughes, you just watched. Rene Alvarado. You know, that's about it, though. You can always watch Hector Tananara. But, again, what he's recently done has been his best body of work.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, thanks for taking my call, and I'll keep listening. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call, Chad.
Word.
Good call. I'm gonna have to really watch Schofield in that fight. Like, I'm gonna really watch it because I want to see what he looking like for real. He said he was Dominican.
I was just going to ask Ness.
He's very athletic. Yeah, he's Dominican, man. He's like me.
His that's parents, why you like him, man.
His
What
parents.
do you think about the wardrobe?
I was happy. I didn't like that there wasn't nothing on the shorts. It was just the jacket, so it was more a ring entrance thing, and they didn't bring the flag. I think again, same thing I said about Matias and Shakur. You know, he should have brought the flag. He should have got the win in a better fashion. And, you know, look, I told y'all, you know, Suero was already saying that he's not real Dominican. So that's how you become real Dominican. You beat the shit out of a real one. And you say, how I'm not real now. You know what I mean? But they didn't do that. But the jacket had the flag. I like it. You know, they put out a picture recently draped in the flag. It went boxing viral. They doing what they need to do. You know, all fighters need to do that. You know, Danny, my co-host, was one of the ones that told Shakur to tap into his Puerto Rican side. You know, some people choose to, some people don't want to. They fear the backlash. But at the end of the day, that's your blood.
Ness, speaking of which, I know it was probably an error, but did you see one of the DAZN graphics had up Shakur Stevenson Cruz?
No.
Yes, I hope somebody can find it on Twitter and shoot it to us. Yo, one of the graphics had Shakur Stevenson Cruz.
Damn. Hey, that'll sell. That he'll get the tank fight like that. that's the running joke, right? Like if you got a Latin name, you get the tank fight, man. But I guess he put that to shame with the new Frank Martin fight, which we all excited. Hasn't been announced yet, but the rollout has started because, you know, PBC is on Prime Video now. You know, we didn't get a chance to recap, so we might as well do that now. I did have the thumbnails made up, and I ended up not fucking doing it. But I did watch episode 1 and 2, Glove Off. Not Gloves Is Off. They didn't want to get, you know, into a beef with Johnny Nelson. But what were your thoughts on the Glove Off episode 1 and 2? I'll say this to stir the pot. I did get quite a few messages from people saying that these episodes sold them on Thurman.
Listen, Keith Thurman's been around for a while. He's gonna talk his talk. I like getting more to know Zoo's personality, because this is really his first time really getting in front of the cameras. And I could say he's maintaining. You know, he's maintaining. He's got his little comebacks and his little quips. He's not being. I don't think he's being overwhelmed in the war of words. You know, so far so good. I like it. I like it so far, man. Keith Thurman, like I said, Keith Thurman can talk, and I listen. Don't get it twisted. When Thurman talks, I listen, but I'm always chuckling and snickering because you know, the seriousness as of late. You know, I don't know, do the words match the actions? But good content so far. I don't think you can really go wrong with Keith Thurman. The production value, you know, was pretty good. You know, I can't complain. It was good.
Did you watch any of those episodes, Troy?
I think Troy
dipped out.
Was on a commercial break.
Call him never here. What else?
What'd you think of the production value? You thought it was good?
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was any different or less than, should I say, than anything that we've already gotten over the years. Did you?
No, nothing that we shouldn't have been accustomed to. That's why I didn't want to, you know, say it was like, you know, compared to Showtime and HBO, it was, you know, along that lines. It was good.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. Rolly, you know, I'm feeling the vibes.
Stole the show?
Negative.
Oh wow.
No, not for me, but I'm super interested to hear how he stole the show for you. You know, Pitbull gave me them vibes. I think he won over fans with these episodes more than Rolly, because of the wife with the poor acting and the crying. But I feel like she still touched people with the crying, and him saying he didn't have, you know, any money to feed his family, not even for a fucking tortilla. That right there is what's gonna win fans. Then him putting on the fucking Pitbull mask and becoming the Pitbull. Like, no, I think he won fans because he was a man of very little words, and they showed you my man with a fucking scuba mask. It wasn't me, or do we see I got glasses, so my eyesight is getting bad. But did he fucking have a diving mask running in the Mexican fucking border? What the fuck was he doing over there? My man had like a fucking snorkel mask with lights around it, just running in the dark, like with mad lights attached to his body. I'm like, bro, is wolves gonna bite this motherfucker? Like, he was on some, nah. I think, listen, I think Isak won fans the fuck over with everything they did. You know, even like he said, I do my talking in the ring. I let my fist do the talking. You know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate that, you know, he's treating that dog like that. But we gonna check him on fight night, you know, because obviously Rolly got the little chihuahua and shit. I
And
hope.
that's what I was pointing to, because that kind of became like a little viral, segment out of the whole thing.
I guess it ain't come across my timeline, but I could see that going viral. The dog does resemble the old Taco Bell dog. I just don't know. For me, I felt like Isak was more business. Rolly is more showman. We'll see what happens. You feel me?
I
Isak
heard you
just
asking
means
me about that
business.
zoo scrap. I watched some zoo. I actually studied zoo the other day. He's not the hardest puncher, but he does have power to make you respect him. He has decent defensive ability. He be trying to get in the little shell a little bit. I'm interested in seeing him and Chief Keefe, because Keith is has movement. It's not gonna be an easy fight for Zoo, but then it ain't gonna. It depends on how he approach it.
Bruh,
You know,
yesterday watching that Maxi fight, I said, damn, is this how Zoo Keith gonna look? Because Keith is the 35-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Keith is the
yeah.
one with doesn't have the power to match Zoo. Like, is that how that shit gonna look? Where it's just like fucking eventually it's a fucking Zoo beating on Thurman till he submit.
Wouldn't
I
be
don't think because
surprised.
Keith be getting out of there, bro. Like
For
Keith
sure,
doesn't
he
stay
got
still
legs, but
long
yo,
enough.
how long ago was them legs? Like you touching 35, 40, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you
That's what I'm
still
about to
got them
say. His
legs?
power though too. He got decent power
Nah,
enough
power
and
don't
snap.
go. The power stays. I get that.
So I want to see it, bro, because that's something that I want to see. I think he's gonna get stopped to the guts though.
See, that's what I'm saying. So then we
I
would
think he's
be
gonna get stopped to the body and not to the head, because
so
he
then we saying
when
the
you get
same thing. That's what I said. I'm like,
that
yo,
takes a while though. I
I'm
think
like,
that
yo,
takes
I'm watching
about
the Maxi
nine,
fight.
ten
Like, damn,
rounds.
is this the key fight and shit? But let me see if we got some callers here on Discord. Looks like Rocky, what it do in the 954? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. We cooking this month, man. We had 196,075, so we got to go ahead and get to 197,000. Let's just get to that next one, 197,000. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. If you've done, make sure you get them other devices within your household and subscribe too. I don't care. I don't care. No shame. None. Zero. Zip. Uh,
Nada.
Word. Rocky, you there? Dropped off. Back again. We got Troll
Why
Beta.
Rocky coming in? My bad. Why Rocky coming in? I just want to give a disclaimer. Listen, y'all. When we on here doing this, me, Ness, like me and Ness got a different relationship. I'm a Leo. He a Gemini. When we on here going back and forth, it's for you guys' entertainment. Me and Ness don't take it personal. If we did, I wouldn't be back today.
Word.
Right after I get off these live, me and Ness be talking and laughing at y'all. And y'all jumping in my DM tomorrow. I don't like the way Ness disrespecting. Like, bro, get out of here, bro. This is
Yo,
this
dudes.
is boxing.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
funny.
not for softness. If
That's
you
funny.
when Ness say he think you ain't this and you ain't that, that's my job to come back and excite and entertain. It's just entertainment. Relax. We doing this to get our views up. I've gotten some followers on Troy Killertainment King. I'm sure Amin getting some, and we trying to get Ness to 200,000. Fuck the ones to 97. 200,
Let's
210.
go.
We need that. Let's
Dos
work.
Doscientos.
Rocky.
Rocky. Damn. Rocky.
Cojones. Gotta have
Rocky.
cojones.
Hold on, Rocky. Don't let me try something. Let me try something. Let me see if it's us. In the
This is a channel.
meantime, in between time, smash that thumbs up. Let me get to this super chat. $50 from Sweden. Troll Beta. Did you get a new thumbnail, guy? I thought it was some other channel. Laughing out loud. Shame that Joe McCroskey got fired. Now your pay-per-view pre-sale idea won't reach the zone. Yeah, I seen that article. It was sources, but I got no response. I do feel horrible that he's, according to the story, they've decided to part. So it's not that he got fired, but yeah, I do feel horrible that he's not going to be with the Zone. We had some good years with them, but when I did see that, ultimately my mind always thinks the greater good of boxing. So guess what I thought when I seen that?
He's going over to PBC?
No. I thought the opposite of that, or the same difference, right? Meaning Espinoza would now get his job. Because it's like, yo, we had you as our USA dude, but you're from the UK. Maybe in their eyes, he didn't do good enough. Espinoza, while we think he's a weasel, not me, but we as a, general.
At large, the boxing community.
Yeah, the boxing community. He actually has a good track record with big fights. Like, his name is attached to big fights, left and right. So, maybe he can fill those shoes and open the door to, be the key person in bringing PBC over to the Zone for, regular, maybe another MVP type prospect series for their lower level guys or whatever they can get. But there seems to be a void that can be filled now by a guy as talented as Espinoza, if that's what, people think.
Shout out to the man affectionately known as the Weasel, Steven Espinoza.
Not by me. I think he's a great guy. He's done great things. And
no, I'm talking the communities. This is what he knows. He's on Twitter. He goes back and forth with De La Hoya and the likes. I'm not saying anything he hasn't heard before.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's what they call him there. Rocky, are you there now? We did a restart of the Discord, but if you are on Twitter, we hear you. If you are on Twitter or Discord, now is the time to raise your hand. This is a weekend recap. Go ahead, Rocky.
Yeah, thank you for taking my call, Ness. Salute to everybody. Man, just to recap the Schofield fight, bro. You gotta holler at Schofield. I know you got a personal relationship. I would love to see Schofield work with Kenny Porter a little bit because, like somebody said earlier in the show, his style reminds me a lot of Sean Porter. The way he lunges in, I just see a lot of similarities, but he hasn't perfected it. I didn't see Schofield using his jab at all. He was just rushing in and head first. Those cuts they're gonna add up, man. He's too young to be getting cut like that, especially against this level of opposition. My dude Studio, that dude was dirty, bro. That dude, he took the Andre Ward combination, the double low blow to get disqualified. Well, Andre Ward got a knockout; he got disqualified, but 2 shots to the nuts. He was doing MMA shit, trying to scoop him. I mean, the dude was dirty, but at the end of the day, though, sometimes those dirty fights like that, they're good for a prospect, because he can keep his composure at a high level if this ever happens again. So I still think that Schofield is a good prospect, but he got to change some things up. Like I said, Kenny Porter or Shane Mosley even are the masters of that style that he does. I'd like to see him work. If his dad is humble enough to let him work with another coach, even if it's just like bring him in, help type shit, I think that'll further his game.
What you think? What you think?
As far as what?
Your last sentence.
Oh, if he's humble enough to? I don't know. I know Bill is. I know, and that's why Devin is so good. I think the ones that are able to bring him help.
Let's be real. Maybe you didn't notice Ronnie Shields was there. So you saying Ronnie needs to be replaced?
No, you're right. You're right. No, I'm saying, well, I mean, look, we seen Devin in there with Ben Davidson. We seen him working with Floyd. Even, I'm not saying replace, but sometimes even just
Devin worked with Ramon Matthews Boxing Jr. That's who been working with him for the past time, like really catching his hands and doing his mitt work, which is very important in boxing. So like that's who been working with him now. He been working with him for a while now. So if y'all want to know why Devin was looking sharp in his last fight, Ramon Matthews Jr.'s boxing. He used to be one of my little bros. He live in Vegas now.
Got you, got you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's just what I'm saying. Again, I don't know the background of it. Maybe his dad is already working with other coaches, but something has to change. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then the Zepeda fight, man. From what I see, fighting Zepeda is like going on a run, and then somebody forcing you to sprint when you don't want to sprint. And basically, he attacks your cardio. Same shit that Matias does. Panda, he got a good strategy for his fighters. They're going after your gas tank, and that's hard to deal with. As far as Shakur next, I think Shakur can deal with that, and I say that because the thing Maxi Hughes was doing good at first, but he fought Zepeda's fight, and I didn't see Maxi Hughes clinch one time, and I think that the clinch work was slow Zepeda down a little bit and allow you to catch your breath. And that's something that I think Shakur would utilize along with his, movement and stuff like that. So Zepeda still got a long way to go. I think as far as proving to me that he's really top three, I got him top five at 135. But I like to see him in there get tested again. Maybe the winner of Lomachenko and Kambosos next. Like if he can fight the winner of that fight, then I'd like to see a Stevenson unification. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got, man. Appreciate y'all.
So basically, right now, you don't want Zepeda to take on Shakur because you feel he's not ready, or you feel he'll lose.
I think it'll be a bigger fight if he can beat Lomachenko. It builds up the fight. Now we got a super fight, and I think he needs one more fight in there with a slippery fighter. Like Lomachenko is not the same type of fighter as Shakur, but he is slippery. So let's see if that pace shit works against somebody who is has veteran tricks. And if you put that pace on Lomachenko, I'm sold 100%. Take my money. Like this guy's the truth. So I just want to see one more.
Nah, I hear you, champ. Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you.
Yo, Ness, real quick,
yes, sir.
man.
Salute the boxing voice.
Holla at me, I mean.
The Rocky. Yo, man, we need to see Joe Joyce and Jared Anderson, man. Especially with Queensberry doing work with Top Rank. We need to see that, man. I don't know if you spoke on that already.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it. Anderson definitely needs those opponents. I'm not excited about who he's about to fight.
I'm just saying. If anybody's listening.
I take it
Frank
Joe
Warren.
Joyce looked exciting to you last night? Because I heard he went 12 with fucking...
Yeah.
He got the knockout in the 12, but he went 12 with fucking Cash Ali. Like, that's not a good look.
No, it's not because he looked exciting. It's because he's Joe Joyce.
And he's ready to be taken, so give him to Jared.
Jared needs a credible win, man. It's like when you see him, you know what I mean? You see, go on and clip him, man. If Jared is serious, plus if Jared is serious about boxing, besides whatever else he got going outside of ring, this is a fight he should be able to win. If he's not serious, this is a fight that will set him back and potentially give Joe Joyce another shot at a Daniel Dubois rematch, at least in my humble opinion.
For sure. We got Tim Boski. What up?
Right on time.
JXV. People are excited to see Shakur run against Zepeda. Laughing out loud emoji. Jeremy, $2, 10 super chat. Yo, Ness, how was the shirt? Feliz Domingo. Yo, DM me. I think you sent it to the other spot, man. You know I'm in Florida. DM me. Tim Boski, never connect.
Hey man, who coached Schofield?
His dad and Ronnie Shields.
His dad need to have a seat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. His dad need to have a seat.
Yeah, his dad was talking more than Ronnie, but I got Fats, Baltimore. What up?
Yeah, what up, man? If I was Maxi Hughes trainer or somebody like that, he had to piss in this cup after that fight. That dude's Zepeda, he a machine. God damn. I mean, he just would not stop coming forward. I was looking at his punches thrown. he was averaging 100 punches a round.
More than that second round, I think he threw
Yeah,
153.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, bro, you had to piss in this cup after that win. I mean, he was on pace to throw if the
I
fight would
mean,
have
the
went on
kid
12 rounds.
he trains in like 13,000 square foot. I mean, what is it? 13,000 elevation, something like that. He's over there with Matias. That's his stablemate.
You know what? That's so funny because I was saying here, I went on my podcast and I said he fight like Matias, except Matias he got that herky jerky style a little bit coming forward, kind of like a watered down Dempsey roll a little bit, but that's what Matias be doing. I was like, he kind of looked like Matias, how he putting them uppercuts together repeatedly like that to the body. I was like, God damn, but shout out to Maxi Hughes though, man, because he really won that fight against Cambosis. I mean, I watched that fight when I woke up and saw the decision because I fell asleep. I'm like, man, Maxi Hughes beating Cambosis' ass like this is an easy win. I woke up and saw Cambosis win. I was like, God damn, they robbed that man. That was fucked up. But he definitely showed toughness, man. His wife was mad as hell in that
They
audience.
show her on they show her. She looked.
They showed she was mad as shit. She wanted them to stop that shit. I mean, God damn, like boy, God damn. Zepeda, man, he a machine, yo. I mean, I ain't saying Shakur and them can't beat him. I think Shakur and tanking them will fuck them up though because he a little slow. He a little slow. You can see his punches coming from a mile away.
I mean, did we just not see him? I mean, I literally watched him. So my Ohio cousin, I just watched him getting his ears boxed off by Richard Hitcherson. Ears.
Who?
That's not Zepeda.
I don't think they ever fought. No,
that's
he
a
fought the
different
other.
Zepeda.
No,
You talking Jose John Zepeda?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's talking about the other Zepeda, the one
Regis. Hey, yo, the last time you said that, I thought you meant spawn because I heard they spar, but you talking about a real fight. So you talking about Chong Sepeda. Jose Chong.
Yeah.
This is William. But go ahead, Fats.
Yeah, it's a lot of them motherfuckers. But Zepeda, man, he gonna be a hard motherfucker to stop, though. I mean, I think Shakur and them will beat him. You know, if they stand in the pocket, I mean, if Shakur gonna go out there and do that shit he did against De Los Santos, I don't see him winning a fight against that dude who's really gonna look like he running. Because dude got a high-ass work rate.
Word.
But they definitely got the skills to beat him, though. He a little slow, flat-footed as hell. You get what I'm saying? That's easy pickings for Shakur and Tank. But I appreciate the call.
All right. Damn, they said Shakur eats him alive in the chat. Tim Boski.
Yo.
Yo. Yo.
Ooh,
hear you.
Ooh. What's good, man? What's good?
What's good?
Timboski.
My man broke up and left again. That's crazy. The queen be clipping y'all.
On both ends. Okay, can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah, we do now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. That's good, man. Like I said, man, we had a great couple fights. You get me last night. Two decent cards I saw on both ends. You get me. I don't see why you lot are not talking about the UK card, the Queensberry card that we saw there. You know what I'm saying to you? Shout out to my boy Liam. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Liam Davis, smoking a Mexican once again. Because the Mexicans, you get me, they have a couple nonchalant victories over us. You know what I'm saying? They're 33 and 13, or 33 and 14 now. You know what I'm saying to you? We destroyed Ayala, destroyed him. You know what I'm saying to you? You saw what Liam Davis did, destroyed that boy. And then we had Nathan Heaney with a decent, good main event. You know what I'm saying to you? That was the decent, good, great main event, in my opinion. And then this Sepeda situation here.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Fight. Yeah, of course. Yeah. The guy that beat Denzel Bentley, the guy that Janabek, the toughest fight that he's ever had in his division. Yeah, that guy. But let me get back to Zepeda. Like I said, that guy, yes, he is a machine. My team against this guy. The fight to make is Shakur Stevenson. He's been calling him out for God knows how long. You get me? They wanted to say before that he ducked him or whatnot. Oscar De La Hoya wasn't ready to make the fight. Okay, cool. They're ready to make the fight right now. You understand what I'm saying to you? He destroyed Maxi Hughes. He destroyed him. Got him out of there in quick succession. The assault that he gave him. Maxi Hughes looked good in the first round. He was boxing well, controlling distance. He was giving Zepeda different looks up and down. He was boxing well, using the ring, good lateral movement. He was making Zepeda think for a round. And then that second round came. He gave him a vicious assault. Zepeda, he's gonna go upstairs, downstairs. He's gonna do different type of selected jabs. You know what I'm saying to you? His footwork is his footwork is very. How can I break it down, man? His footwork is interesting. He gives me like a type of better footwork. You know what I'm saying to you? In a way, he's gonna suffocate you. He's gonna real suffocate you. He's gonna make Shakur Stevenson thinking that. If Shakur Stevenson doesn't have any power to make Zepeda respect him, then he's gonna be in for problems. I don't want to hear about he's gonna wash him. He's gonna do this. These two guys, do you know that they sparred? They sparred about 10 years ago. You know that, right?
Nah, I ain't know that.
Yep.
Nah, we hear you.
We hear you,
Oh
fam.
yeah. Oh yeah. They sparred about 10 years ago. You understand what I'm saying to you? They sparred about 10 years ago. Zepeda's seen what kind of looks he's got. He's been in there with him and seen what type of a different type of look. Even though it's 10 years ago, the two fighters have upgraded their skill set. But Zepeda, he's a problem at 135. He's he's a definite problem. The winner of Lomachenko and Kambosos, that's interesting. I see Lomachenko. That would be a great fun fight to watch.
That's the bell. They definitely go on the Loma route. There's more money, more glory. Yeah, Bo Rogers. Bo Rogers.
You hear me?
We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. That I've been telling y'all about Williams Zepeda, but I really wouldn't waste him on Shakur. I would put him on if I'm De La Hoya, and
he said
essentially, yeah, because I think like be realistically, I think he can't beat Shakur, but I think it'll be a boring fight. Shakur make it look like he ain't even exciting really. So I just don't feel like he ain't gonna. And I think like guys like Shakur, he'll keep telling you he gonna do this, he gonna do that, but then when he get in there, he gonna do what he gotta do to win. And I don't want that right now. I'm not saying I don't want it, but I would rather see Zepeda and Tank because I think that'll be exciting. That's he gonna bring it to Tank, and if you let your hands go against Tank, he gonna let his hands go against you, and it's gonna be exciting. Somebody gonna get knocked out. With Shakur, just gonna be a bunch of China drab, and I just think he gonna make it a boring fight. I just don't want to see Shakur and him. But I want to see Tank and Zepeda. I like to see Tank and what's the dude for on Top Rank? The other guy that I can't think his name right now.
Navarrete?
The one you don't want Shakur to fight.
Navarrete.
That's coming. Yeah, Navarrete. Yeah. I couldn't think his name for shit just now.
You want
but
Tank to fight him too?
Yeah. Cause see, I'm thinking about the excitement of it all. I know who I think will win and stuff, but I'm thinking about the excitement ability about it because Shakur's he gonna get in there and do his little jab thing, but it's gonna be a boring fight. It's gonna make it where if Zepeda lose, we not gonna even want to see his next fight because we like, damn, he was trash. I just rather, go in there, let him fight with Tank. Tank will let him touch him a little bit, please the crowd, and then get him out of there. I'd rather see both of them fight or let them fight each other or Pitbull. Shakur need to move up and fight with some guys that I just don't know what Shakur need to do. I like Shakur a whole lot, and he is a good damn boxer, and I hate to shit on the good boxers, but right now we trying to get boxing exciting for the new fans that's coming in, because that's how I became a fan. It wasn't really the best fighter who made me a fan. It was the guys who was exciting and love to watch them get in there and duke it out. You know what I'm saying? I think I told you a while back I was a fan of Baby Bull and Marquez. That was one of my favorite fights of all time. I mean, that fight had everything, and that's what I want to see. I don't really want to see, I want to see Shakur in there with. Like, I know it'll be a boring fight, but I'd rather see him in there with another boxer. I'd rather see him in there with Devin Haney. Let them fight each other and see who, let us see that. I don't want to keep seeing guys who just boxing against guys who just come forward and they don't do nothing else. I'm tired of that play getting run. I want to see these guys go in there and fight with somebody who gonna make it exciting, make people really want to watch the fight, and make people want to go back and watch the fight again and again. A lot of people watch these guys fight one time and they don't watch them no more, don't watch the highlights or nothing. So that's where I'm at with it right now. But I love Williams Zepeda. I love what he bring to the table. Maxi Hughes did do good in that first round. And I was thinking, I was like, damn, he might be all right. He might be able to show me something. He might expose Williams. But then, that power show up and Max is just who he is.
Nah,
But
I
I
felt
take
the
my hat off to
same
him.
way, man.
Yeah,
Maxi did his thing in that first round. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. But he definitely he exposed William in the first round. I think Shakur seen that and seen all he needed to see. Like the last ingredient is, can you match his tank? If you can match his tank, then you good. But because Maxi, that's the issue. Maxi could not match his tank, and Maxi defense ain't as tight as Shakur. I feel like Shakur gonna be slipping, parrying, jabbing, a lot more assertive, sticking him with that jab to the body. Shakur loves that jab to the body. Then he loves pushing your guard in your face. Zepeda already uses a high guard, so what he gonna do? Go to the body with it. I want to see it. It's a good fight. It's the green print. It's perfect for Shakur. They need to get it done if they're gonna get it done. We got Mavs for the chip.
Good morning, gentlemen. How's it going?
Straight.
Yeah, well, finally day off, man. Usually when I hear I got the headphone in and I'm moving around, but today I got to smoke a blunt and join you guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. What was I gonna say? I don't know if you guys saw, but Michelle Rivera he signed to the same promoter as Matias. I don't know. I don't know if y'all follow his dad. He
Nah,
be
he didn't sign to the same promoter as Matisse. He signed to Dimitri Salida.
his dad said something about we're signed to the same promoter. Yeah, he wants to smoke. He wants to fight. So we
Nah,
might
they
get.
signed to the same network. They signed to the same network. The Zone.
Okay. Yeah. So hopefully we get that fight by the end of the year. I'd rather see him fight Matias fight De Los Santos and Elvis before Michelle, but I'll take the fight. I mean, that PRDR. Is heating up, bro. Adorno fought like 3 boxers. Matias coming in for the save, so I like it.
He said coming in for the save. I love it. That is true. We is up on Puerto Rico right now. Cause they've been beating they've been passing Adorno around as Dominicans, man. The only
Bro.
one he got the draw over Jermaine. Other than that, all the other Dominicans beat him.
I mean, and then Rolly, Pitbull need a humble Rolly, bro. I mean, I like Rolly, but it be your own people, bro. Like that shitty Zoom call. Like we need something in person. I want. It's not the same, and like people didn't even know what's going on. Like they won't translate for him till the end. The guy just asked him like, "Hey, he just said that he would win by knockout. Like, what do you think?" Like, and then he's like, "Whoa!" Like he's talking shit. Like, man, like we need a real press, bro. We need translators. Doing their job right, and you
Danny,
know,
man, Danny for the translator. They be hating. They gotta put Danny, the best translator in the motherfucking
and
game.
like Rolly's a troll, bro. He's not even looking to the camera and straight to the eyes, bro. But I guess you need both sides, Like you said, I like that shit that he said about the tortilla, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what boxing's about, And uh we need that Jake Paul and that Ryan Garcia social media stuff to bring attention to the boxing world, but that's where our roots are from. And also for me, how do you see that Yocosta and was her Estrada fight roll out, and who do you have in that fight?
Oh my
Uh,
God.
that's it.
It's
Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm
no,
out.
listen. I didn't know if you was done with your call. I was gonna answer you now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, listen. I feel like Estrada's definitely got the speed. Valla's got the power. I think I'm biased. Estrada could win by split decision. But my heart wants Valle to win.
call you Mr.
That's what I'm
Bias.
saying, bro. I got to tell you, we don't get the Central American love, the Costa Rican, Honduran Tio love, bro. That's where my people from. So shout out to them. They putting up for us. We don't got many boxers, but shout out.
Tell Tio, man, DM Tio and be like, yo, get on the boxing voice. They gave you an alley oop. They got Keyshawn to agree to go all the way to Honduras, even though I know Top Rank don't want to go there, and they want to put him somewhere where it's warm, but not
Going,
Honduras.
but they're going over there though. What's his name? He's trying to sign Barbosa. Say he's willing to go, so I'm down for that.
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn is in house, so that's a better fight.
Oh yeah, I'd rather take that for sure. I'd rather take that. But all right, man. Y'all
All
shout out
right.
y'all.
Yeah, I sent that interview to Tio, man, because it's like, yo, you got this kid. He's moving up. He's willing to fight you wherever you want to fight. You know, he even agreed to Honduras. But it looks like we got a king counter for Tim Boski, right? That was you? That was you coming through with the London 10 pounder?
Nah, for Timboski?
Yeah.
Nah.
No. I'm asking him, was it him?
Oh.
Tim, you
Common
there?
law bread,
Tim,
the
Tim, you
pound,
there?
the sterling
Tim, you there?
pound.
Tim, you there? My man never connects, bro. Baby Joker. Let me give him another time before I go to Joker, because he did send a king. Call him Mr. King Counter. Ooh,
Yo.
ooh. Yep. That was you, right?
That was me, man. That was me, man. I'll take one. I'm gonna use one counter punch right now. You understand? I don't wanna. I don't wanna start nigga explaining and whatnot. Too tough, man. I just wanna. I didn't get to really evaluate, break down the point of what I was trying to make before. You understand what I'm saying? Because we had some good, very good fights yesterday. We saw a couple of holes in people's games. You understand what I'm saying to you? That Williams, let me break down that Williams Zepeda, man. He's a very, very entertaining fighter, man. I want to see that guy. Listen. He could be a great fighter he could be a great fighter for Mexico. You hear him, you hear the comparisons to. I don't really believe it to that extent, but you hear him, Oscar De La Hoya, comparing him to Salvador Sanchez. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very interesting to see I want to see what his ceiling is. I want to see where his career, how it escalates. And I want to see that Shakur Stevenson fight. They're both southpaws. They're both young in their prime. He's bigger than Shakur Stevenson. He's got about a 1 inch reach advantage. He's got about a 1 or 2 inch height advantage. He's going to be causing immense pressure. To me, in my opinion, he's a better fighter than Edwin De Los Santos. I believe he's more durable. I believe his pressure is immense. It looks like to me Hall of Fame caliber type of pressure. Like I mentioned before, a bird to the beef kind of pressure. He suffocates you. I said he's throwing shots around the guard. He's giving you different type of uppercut. He's giving you different type of jabs. You know what I'm saying to you? He's cutting off different angles. He's gonna take the air out the tires. He made it very difficult for Maxi Hughes. We haven't seen no one dispatch Maxi Hughes like that before. You understand? So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. There's multiple other guys I would like to see him fight. I think he destroys Navarrete. He destroys him. You know what I'm saying to you? He's very unpredictable. His level of unpredictableness is way more elite than a Navarrete. Shakur Stevenson, on the other hand, if he stays inactive or he's not fighting the level of guys that we want him to fight, this may very be this might be his Corrales. This might be the drunken march. This might be a very difficult matchup for him. You know what I'm saying to you? So I want to see this fight right now. I don't know. And Floyd Schofield. Well, you mentioned Nick Bull's dirty, this, that. That motherfucker was dirty. What was he doing? Can you explain that to me, Ness? What was he doing?
You
What was that
talking about
motherfucker
you
doing?
talking about Suero. You talking about
Schofield
Suero.
is
What was he doing? What the
trash.
fuck was that?
You mean Suero?
That was get me. Like I said to you, we can disagree we can disagree. Well, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, who are you asking
Okay,
is
yeah.
dirty?
That motherfucker, that guy that's fighting Floyd Schofield, he's a dirty motherfucker, man. What the fuck was that shit, man?
Hell yeah.
What was that? What was
Nah.
that, man?
But we
And
said
listen,
that, and
I
he
understand.
got
I understand.
disqualified. And he got disqualified, though. He got
Listen,
disqualified.
I
You
understand your
can't
frustration.
justify
Listen, I
Nick
understand your
Ball.
frustration. No. I understand your
Oh,
frustration
that's
with
the
the Nick Bull
bell,
situation.
dog. You only said one. You said you only using one, bro.
Uh,
All right. We got Baby Joker.
Buenos dias. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yo, man. Hey, shout out to Liam Davies. Fucking what a knockout, bro. What a motherfucking knockout over Robles. That shit was crazy. Zepeda, man. 2-3 callers ago said he wanted Zepeda tank or Navarrete tank. Mom, quit that bullshit.
Oh, yeah, that was
already,
Bo Rogers.
PBC already has a play for tank, man. He's going to get the winner of De Los Santos Rayo. And he's going to get the winner of fucking Cruz Rolly. Like, chill. Let Navarrete duke it out with Loma. Let Navarrete duke it out with Zepeda. You know, we have a little triangle pattern right there. We can have Murataya as well. And those are all very competitive, exciting fucking fights. And let Tank stay over there. He already has his motherfucker.
Actually, that's a good fight.
Which one, bro?
Murataya Zepeda.
Zepeda, right? Hell yeah, it is, bro. Like,
because
Murataya
I like could punch.
It's like we've seen Golden Boy and Top Rank co-promote a lot of fights, bro.
And we need some Mexican on Mexican crime. Like we don't have any more. We just don't have any more of those trilogies though from back in the day.
No,
bro.
That's why I feel like Murataya, Navarrete, and Zepeda were all possible fucking rematch trilogy fights, bro. They're great fights, really great fights. And yesterday boxing was lit. Like I said, shout out to Liam.
Sepeda stops Emmanuel Navarrete though.
You think so? Well,
come on, bro. With that, he got a dad bod, and Zepeda goes to the body. It's a recipe for destruction.
Ness keeps sleeping on
Navarrete. You know what that reminds
I don't know why.
That reminds me of Barrera Morales. You know, Morales had the little skinny fat body. You know, nobody thought that bitch was gonna be one of the greatest trilogies we ever seen.
Yeah, but look how explosive Morales was, bro. You can't compare Morales to Navarrete, bro.
Yeah, we can, but he's still a dog, bro. There is not a fight where Navarrete is not a fucking dog.
For
and
sure.
Every time you get them.
For sure, but he ain't never been in there with nobody that throws 150
punches
to the body.
He has not. That's why it's very fucking fun to imagine, bro.
Hey, you be the smaller man, move it up.
Yeah, and Schofield, though he looked good. That kid has a lot of power. I just don't like how he
delivers it.
Yeah, like he jumps in. I feel like him in a tank fight. One of them little jump ins he does. But he's fucking powerful, bro. That dude can crack. I feel like by 6 more fights, there won't be a space on his face without a scar. God damn, does he get cut in the
bro,
crazy.
Bro, he got mad scars already. It's crazy.
It sucks though, because I feel like later on, once he gets to them bigger, more elite fighters, the thing could be targets, bro, to get cut or susceptible to open up immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I said that, but I also brought up Gabe. If you get the surgery.
Oh, no shit. I did not know that, bro.
Yeah, remember Gabe used to bleed every fucking fight.
Yeah, that's fucking true. That's true, bro.
A lot of people get that surgery. I think it's like scraping behind the eyelid. I mean, not the eyelid, the eyebrow. And then that shit don't fucking bleed or cut no more. I don't know.
Hey, before I hang up though, bro, and the new super bantamweight undisputed champion, bro, Luis fucking Eddie. We're gonna upset the world. That's gonna be the biggest fucking victory a Mexican has ever brought back to Mexico, bro. It's in the book. It's the way they're pushing it. I love it.
Why would it be the biggest?
Of the underdog factor, the dude's going to Japan to fight the number 1 ranked killer.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know why you was making that undisputed bigger than Canelo's until you said it.
Yeah, that's the reason. Because I was watching a show where they said that is like what's a bigger win for Mexico, and they said it's definitely Luis Neri going to Japan and taking out the monster. Because Mexico, like all the Mexicans have Luis Neri. I mean, I have Naoya as the greatest fucking boxer they have seen in the last 20 years.
Champ, let me get to
have a good one, fellas.
You got it, Alex West Palm.
Hey, good morning.
Alex, I didn't realize West Palm was all the way by Fort Lauderdale.
It's funny, we've had this conversation not once, not twice, but it's okay. Yeah, man. I'm like an hour north of Fort Lauderdale.
Fucking hell.
It all depends on traffic, because traffic is gets wild, especially where I live, man. It's a lot of people moving in. But yeah, man, I gotta say, I enjoyed most of my day watching boxing yesterday. Shout out to Timboski. He's right, yo. That Magnificent Seven card in Queensberry, it was good. It was entertaining. They started off with Pierce O'Leary facing a dude I think Ovo Mataroshan. And Pierce O'Leary, man, he knocked dude down first round. Just walking him down. Mataroshan started countering. This started finding his target. Bro, I thought O'Leary was gonna get stopped, and he goes and finds the right shot, stops dude. Man, that was a close competitive fight, which is I think what we asked for. A lot of times when a fight starts off a main card broadcast, it's normally like something crazy, minus 5,000, minus 2,500 favorite. 8-0 guy facing someone that's like 7-4 or something. They give us a nice matchup. I think it was 13-0 versus 16-0. And it was a great fight, man. So, just from the start to finish, most of those fights were pretty competitive or they had some drama. I don't know if you caught the Zach Parker fight. Man, Zach Parker, man, how he has fallen. He was seen as a real possible contender going up to the John Ryder fight. Breaks his hand, decides he can't continue. Had a fight I didn't see before, but this one faces a dude from Germany, Zugi or something like that.
Yeah, no.
Dude blew the weight.
Tyron Zugi.
Yeah, but that's the dude that
I know Rocky Fielding knocked him out.
Rocky Fielding knocked him out, bro. That was an upset. That was an upset knockout. When Fielding went to Germany and did that, that was an upset. Zugi was always touted.
So. Yeah, man, but he blew the weight, was looking to land one shot, and he was doing it throughout the fight. So there was a little bit of intrigue in there, but I'm just a little disappointed in Zach Parker. Just we want to see CPH heating up.
That's his biggest win since Fielding, Lord.
Yeah, but Parker got the win, and I got to say, the Liam Davies Robles, bro. I was like, yo, this is a fight to watch. I think Davies is going to be early, Robles late. Well, Davies was I was half right. Davies got him out early. That was a nasty uppercut. He really needed to find that shot early because I know I watched Robles a couple times. Watched him against McGregor, and there's another fight in Mexico I saw. Dude's tough. He's gonna not be deterred. And shout out Davies, man. 122 could be heating up. You got other guys that everyone knows anyway. Neri, Sam Goodman. I don't know. I think Rais Salim moved up, but that is a pretty nice solid division. So to get inserted there, the UK is big part of the boxing scene. So yeah, the more we get guys out there with performances like this, the better. That main event was crazy. I don't know if you saw it. Heaney versus Pauls. Heaney, man, just nice straight shots. His style, I don't think a lot of people like it. I enjoy it because he hits his target well. I just don't think he has as he reaches up in level, I don't think he has the footwork and athleticism to go ahead and get out of the way. If you saw that fight, you saw Pauls kept landing one shot at a time and then started finding the target more. It was a draw. I thought Heaney won, but man, just a great card. I felt like it deserved to be talked about. Joe Joyce, man, I don't know what to say. Like, I didn't think he'd get any slower, bro. Any slower. God damn. Is he slow as shit?
Hey, Alex, you think Ness can take Joe at Border Wars? Is he that slow?
Absolutely not.
Crazy.
He's slow. Hey, he's still, man. He's still, man. Yeah, that pressure. Yo, without a punch being thrown, he might make people take a knee. He's still the same, kind of, just slower. I think now people are starting to realize he's 38. The chin, he was taking punches from Cash Ali. Does Ali have power? I don't really know. Guy's a 6-round fighter, good matchmaking to make sure Joyce get in there, get some rounds. That was a funny knockout. Yeah, man. Schofield, you see the talent, the athleticism's there, but it's just I want to see some technical, work in there.
Man, no.
Excuse me?
What you mean you don't see the talent, Troy? The talent is there. You don't see the athleticism. You don't see the agility. You don't see his explosiveness.
Athleticism is not talent.
You crazy. It is because you can't. You got to be born with that. You can't just become athletic. You can't just
Listen,
become
he
athletic.
has
Get
he
your
has
ass
the
out of
heart of
here.
a. You can see it, man. He's a fighter. He has that fighting spirit. It's just I believe if you hone it in, you could really get a really good fighter. I think Ronnie
He ain't
Shields
using no
can possibly
jab.
set that structure. I mean, that's what it is, though. You have to hone it in. That's why people keep saying Shaw Porter, and they keep saying, "Oh, bring in, his dad." And I can see why, because
Yeah,
you
because
you can see it that if you go ahead and tighten everything and get him really being more of a thinker than just go in there and try to Hulk smash,
he
it
need
can be something.
he need Ken, because Ken showed Sean how to use that style with a jab. My man ain't jabbing. Like, remember, Ken would brag about Sean Porter out jabbing his opponents. Like, you got to jab. My man just wants to jump in on some Superman shit.
Well, he's probably fighting guys, sparring guys where athleticism is more than enough always. So that's probably what he's getting a steady diet of. So that's what it seems. I don't want him to fall into just relying on athleticism, because as you reach the top level, technical ability starts to cause you more issues.
Let me get to
So,
some other callers, champ.
all right.
The bell rang. What is it, Troy? What do you keep? Your neck is gonna fall off from all the slashes you're doing. Jesus, my man is like slash, 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 slash.
Listen, dog. Why is it that trainers try to train boxers at what they naturally good at? Like, why would you send him to Sean Porter? No, man, that nigga need every fundamental that you can have. He needs to know how to deliver punches the
Sean
correct
had
way.
fundamentals.
Hey, bro. No. It's not a thing.
He didn't have fundamentals?
No. He doesn't need to go that route at all.
Okay, that's fine.
He
I'm
doesn't
asking
need
a
to go
question.
none of that.
Did
He
Sean
needs
Porter
to
not have
train with someone.
fundamentals?
Hey, bro. He needs to train with somebody like Eddie Reynoso, because
What?
his physique and his power and the technical skill that Eddie Reynoso was able to put in Canelo. Canelo is very, very technical on how he delivers punches, throws combinations.
It ain't gonna work,
and
man. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. The culture, it ain't gonna work.
And fuck the culture. He needs to get in the
It ain't
culture
gonna
and
work.
get some culture
It
and
ain't gonna
hand
work.
movement.
Somebody else left that camp because they couldn't speak Spanish, man. You kidding me?
No, bro. It ain't about the Spanish.
I'm trying to
It's about
tell you,
actual
man.
skill. Man, that man don't have a skill.
You saying that because you've
Y'all
always
talking
trained with
about
someone that
boxing.
speaks English.
Boxing
Go ahead.
is skills. Okay, look at me. Come here. Boxing has nothing to do with athleticism. Boxing is a skill-based thing. It's a craft. A craft means skill. There are 10 pillars of athleticism. There's different forms of athleticism, like hand-eye coordination.
Okay. If we agree,
you can't say Tom Brady isn't athletic because he has one of the best hand-eye coordinations and he could read. That's what I'm saying. Athleticism and skill are two different things. He could be athletic, have all them stupid. He could have all the muscles in the world and be jumping from here to out the ring to the damn dressing room. He needs to know how to throw a double jab, a triple jab, hook off the jab, sit down and go to the body. He needs to know how to slip a punch the correct way. These
so
things
we
that
saying the
he needs to
same
go.
thing, champ. We
Ronnie
saying the
Shields
same
can put
thing.
that in him, but his dad needs to have a seat. The boy, how old is that kid? And he got a 50 cut.
21.
Hey Troy,
Oh,
what you
he's
think
done.
about?
Not even gonna make it to 26.
What you think about Bozy for him training?
No. You need somebody who really boxed, bro. Who is a professional like Ronnie Shields. And then if he's not with them, Reynoso's boxing style is base.
I love how Troy contradicts himself in the same breath.
Like Tomato, but he teaches you a certain
Did
way
y'all
on
catch
how
that?
to box for your Damn, bro. For your stature.
No,
Like,
because I
he's a
want you to
shorter,
fix that. I
stocky
don't want you to go over that. I want you to fix that because you accidentally said no about Bozy because he ain't boxed, but then said yes about Reynoso when he ain't boxed.
No, I'm talking about somebody who's gonna teach him real boxing fundamentals. I don't like the way Bozy teach Ennis.
No, and that's
he
all.
Be all over the
that's
fucking
all.
place.
That's all. I just wanted you to double down because it made you sound like you contradicted yourself.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I don't like the way BT Ennis is not fundamentally sound. That's what I'm saying against the Chuha Gion. He didn't look fundamental. See, those things, I don't care if you can flash and slip and do, I don't care about that, bro. If you that good, get the nigga the fuck out of there. That's what boxing is.
What about that phrase?
Get technical, stopping, bang, clipping, he's gone.
Champ, what about the phrase like you can't stop a dude that don't want to be
No,
stopped?
see, that's the different. No, listen, bro. Old school fighters, they didn't care what you was talking about. If you didn't belong in there, you was coming out of there.
So
James Toney is a
fuck the
prime
phrase.
example.
Fuck the phrase. Then is what you're saying. I just want to be clear.
That phrase is just a phrase that niggas use as an excuse because they don't have the skill set to stop niggas. Because I never heard nobody, them old school Ray Leonards and them talking, no, if he don't belong in there, he's coming out of there.
Oof.
Let me get to some callers. Let me get to some callers. I'm a hard critic. Get his ass up out of there. He need to be with somebody who's going to teach him fundamentals. Listen, y'all. He 21 and he already got all them cuts. Come on, man. You don't sit. Sean Porter lead in with his head. This is what I was saying, Ness, and I don't mean no harm. That's not a style. That's detrimental. He needs to be with somebody who's going to slow him down, let him not be punching over his feet.
You talking about Floyd Schofield, I assume?
Yeah,
man,
if Kenny Porter would have trained Floyd Schofield. But before you go and shout out to Marco Boxing, salute to everybody. I got to cut up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. King Amin of Essex 1 on IG, King Amin of Essex 1 on Twitter, Championship Rounds on YouTube, and of course, always on the motherland, TBV. I'm out, fellas. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, Floyd, that's 2 bad cuts in a row. I mean, yeah, he reminds me in a lot of ways of a young David Reed, but I don't remember seeing, or even Roy, who leaped in a lot. They didn't really sustain that many cuts. So what is Floyd doing differently where he's sustaining the cuts?
No fundamentals. Listen, bro, he remind me of you just take a football player and you throw him in a ring, and then you got your dad in there, just got you doing all this nonsense. He has no Listen, bro. He is not doing anything remotely correct.
I don't think you should say he don't got. You just watched one highlight.
No, bro, he doesn't have any skills.
Right, he didn't use that
I watched so much boxing. Ness, if you stop watching these guys and start watching 80s boxing, when you go back and watch these guys,
you gotta have a two-way conversation. Like, it just can't always be what you're saying. All I am saying is you just watched the 5-minute highlight. Some of the things that you said. Don't interrupt and listen. Don't interrupt and listen. Jesus Christ. Consider that some of the things you're saying he's lacking, you could have seen in his past fights.
Yeah.
Sometimes fighters choose different styles for different fights. We seen AJ go out in the Ruiz 2 fight in a completely different style. You are in one of your moods. I'm going to just go ahead and move on, though. Marco, what up?
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I mean, you shaking your head repeatedly like a madman. Like, this shit is crazy, bro.
Listen, when Ruiz and Joshua fights, it's technically sound no matter what style he uses. The punches he chooses to deliver at the time he delivers them are technically sound. He's not over his feet when he's punching. He's not leaping in. He's doing things behind the jab, using the right distance and steps, but pursuing the opponent. It don't matter what style he uses. It's technical. This child has no technical skills.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he has no skill.
Exactly,
he didn't show much of it.
Especially, my man is assessing it off a highlight reel. He is hilarious. This is so crazy.
Floyd. Yeah, I've been watching Floyd for a while, so I think Floyd definitely has fundamentals, but I get what Troy is saying in terms of, like, he wasn't...
I don't get it. If you got a God eye where you can watch a 5-minute highlight and be able to end all, be all on someone's career... My man, you need to train the world champ. We need to see you get anybody and bring them up because
I do.
What the fuck? If you could just look at a fucking 5-minute highlight and you got a God eye. You should be able to fix
he's
anybody. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, Ness. I'm sorry that I watched 1,000 hours of
No,
boxing.
I don't want you to be
Trillions of
sorry. I don't
hours,
want you to be
bro. That's
sorry.
all
I
I
don't want you
did
to be
at one
sorry.
point.
I don't want you to be sorry.
Bro,
I
you
want
gotta
you
get on that shit,
I
bro. I
want
watch nothing
you
but
to
old school
just,
boxing.
keep
The
doing what you're
golden
doing.
80s.
Keep doing what you're
This
doing.
is not the golden age of boxing. The golden age was the 80s.
I
When
hear
you
you,
watch
champ.
that, you watch these guys, it's not even close to the same thing. I don't even watch the boxing that y'all watch. When I watch boxing, I watch nothing but old school boxing for my entertainment.
No,
well.
I hear
When you say,
Nigga.
I hear
I mean, you say y'all, you don't mean me, because I'm 47, man. I grew up watching 80s
Oh
and
man, bro, you know who I'm talking about. Just I don't want to hear no sensitive shit. I'm talking about niggas who watch Adrian Broner and these niggas. Like, no, I don't even watch them. I watch nothing but Sugar Rays, Robertos,
Can we get to
Georgie
some
Dentons,
callers?
Henry Hanks, Dick Tigers, Jack Dempsey's.
Can we get
Rocky.
to some callers? Can we get to some
call.
callers, man?
I couldn't believe. I don't know if you guys talked about this, but how dirty Homeboy was who fought Zepeda. Not
What?
Zepeda. Who fought Floyd? Sorry, that dude was so dirty.
Yeah, we talked about it. And he
Oh
got
my- I
disqualified
thought Nick-
like he should, just like fucking Nick Dirty Ball should have got
I know,
disqualified.
but he made Nick Ball look like a choir boy. This dude was-
I highly doubt that. You need to go watch that fight again. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
How can
What
you
the fuck?
say he made him look like a quad man, bro? You guys, your
That dude
standards are
was-
weird
that dude
all
was
over
worse.
the place. Bro, Nick Ball was hanging from my man's neck. He tossed him and punched him. The other kid didn't do any of that.
That dude, what are you talking about? He body slammed him.
Who? Suero?
Yeah, he picked him up and threw him on the floor.
Oh well, I said it during this show that I
Like
fell
twice.
asleep.
He picked him up twice.
I fell
Yeah.
asleep during that fight, and I came back this morning. I didn't see no goddamn body slam. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
he
to
threw
go
him
back.
on the
What round
floor.
was
He
that?
fucking punch him in the nuts. This guy was, and the referee was
Well,
on
that's
this guy. The
good.
referee-
That's good. Like I said in the beginning, he got disqualified. Nick Ball ass ain't get disqualified. This
that's
ref
crazy.
did his job.
That-
I
you know
ain't
that-
see no
and I was
body
gonna
slam.
say-
I want to know what round that was because I said it in this show. I fell asleep during that fight. I had to come back in the morning to watch the Sepeda fight. There's no way it's too late on the East, man. It's hard. Shit,
Did you
crazy.
guys talk about Zepeda yet?
Of course we did. He's the main
So
event.
real quick, do you think Zepeda can mess with Shakur or Tank or the 35 top guys?
You know, mess with is such a vague word.
Okay, defeat. Jesus.
No.
No. Okay. He
I
looks
think
pretty.
I think that Maxi Hughes showed us specifically for Shakur what Shakur would do. I mean, Maxi showed you in the first round. Maxi won that round hands down. Maxi exposed holes. He hit that boy with combinations. He hit him with 6-7s to the body. He did everything you need to see him get done, everything you needed to see, you know, and without the jumping back of Shakur, which means when Shakur gets in there and does that, he does jump back, get out of danger, reset, do it again. Not to mention, if you watch Maxi, he was weaving a lot. Jesus Christ. Zepeda could not hit him when he weaved. Now, that takes a lot of energy. Shakur's a different tank. Shakur's 26, Maxi's 34, 35. Like, different tank, different
Agreed.
style. Maxi
Agreed.
was beating the shit out of Zepeda's face in that first round with the solid right jab.
He just didn't really have that much power, Maxi.
And who has a more accurate right southpaw jab? Shakur. No, that fight, I think Shakur seen everything he needed to see. That's why he tweeted so much. You ain't see all his tweets?
Nah, I
Kidding
don't
me?
think paying attention to that.
Nah,
What do you say?
man. He'll take that fight twice on Sunday. It's up to I don't believe Oscar's gonna do that. Oscar's going Lomachenko route. An older southpaw. Loma will beat George. Oscar will do that fight. If they can't agree, they'll go to purse bid. This was an eliminator. You know, so you already put Zepeda in with Machito Gesta southpaw, Maxi Hughes southpaw. Another 35-year-old southpaw, they're pushing 36. Give them to us. Then we fight Shakur as the A side with the Mexican fan base and a belt.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I think it'd be fun to watch.
He
You know,
still
the
loses
fighter
to
like
Shakur.
Huh?
He still loses to Shakur in my opinion, unless he can really do damage to the body like he did the Maxi, which
What about Tank?
nah, bro. I mean, again, didn't you see this guy getting hit, or were you blind?
I did. I did.
Bro,
I
we
did.
talking about Tank hitting this guy.
Does this guy have good punch resistance? Well, yeah, Tank is a different
I don't
animal.
know. I didn't see it like I reported on this show. I did not see it, but they were reporting on a telecast of the Zone that William Zepeda was hurt by Jojo Diaz. Kidding me? You getting
Yeah, I
hit
didn't
by
see that.
Jojo Diaz? Tank will look. That's why
This
they
is
need to happen. It's easy to say Tank is going to beat him. He's the favorite. We're supposed to say that and think that, but don't mean I don't want to see it. I still would want to see it. It would still be an exciting fight. If Leo could hit Tank, Zepeda could hit Tank.
True.
But Zepeda just hasn't shown me that he got one punch, body punch power or headshot power. So it's like, yeah, you're going to hit Tank. You just going to make him mad. He going to hit you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he had one punch. That's true. He had such a crazy output, and like machine gun of punches.
For Tank, he love that. He a counter puncher.
No, I know.
They gonna prepare for that shit. And look at their game plan for Ryan, bro. They studied Ryan to a T, which means they're gonna know the deficiency of Zepeda, and Tank will counter his ass in the middle of throwing one of them right hooks to the body. Tank will counter him, and it'll be over. But again,
fun to watch.
easy.
That's what I like
easy,
about
easy
Zepeda.
to say. Easy to say. Got to see it. Counterpunch, Tim. Yo, fucking Tim Boski, bruv. Elohim James.
Yeah.
We hear you.
What's happening, my boy?
Chilling.
Hey. What's happening to the guest there, man? Troy. Run you over with your conversation, hit ass. Marco, what's happening, my boy?
What up?
Hey, so the truth of the matter is, man, that kid Suro, however you say his last name, he was pretty good, man.
Sweato. Only reason I know is my uncle's last name is Sweato. He's Dominican too.
Yeah. I seen his box rec. It said he was Dominican, so I was interested. I was like, okay, 2 Dominicans. I see what they're doing here. This is kind of interesting, you know what I mean? And honestly, that kid is pretty good, man. If you listen to the post-fight, Floyd said that he kept eating jabs, bruh. And that's a fact. That boy was Floyd tried to jab in the first couple of rounds, but he was getting beat to the jab because that boy had a good reach. And he was tagging him with his jab all night, man. And he also had a good overhand right. And Floyd would come in sometime trying to slip his jab and get caught with an overhand right, which I saw was strong enough to make Floyd think about how he enters in. And that's what slowed up his momentum. That's what really slowed up how he approached the fight, because the old buddy had a good ass jab, man. And honestly, he didn't need none of them antics, bruh. If he didn't do none of them antics, man, he would have won the fight. He would have won the fight because he totally nullified Floyd's game plan to where he had the lunge in. He had the lunge in.
Nah, he ain't start doing them antics till Floyd hit his ass with that left hook. Put him on.
Yes, he was getting hit with the left hook. That's the fact. Now that's where his defense was lacking, because that left hook, he was catching him with that all night. And he wasn't seeming to like really get his hand up in time to guard it or move out the way. So that was the one deficiency I did see in it. But overall, he was really outboxing Buddy, man. And he showed some toughness, and he showed some grit with how he was doing your mans. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing his legs. He was street fighting them, like,
but that ain't you don't get points for that. We was just hating on Nick Ball for that bullshit.
Hey, I get it, bro, but he is the The B side, bruh.
I
He got to
don't
do whatever.
care. Nah.
Listen, bruh. Listen.
Too many
I'm
of
not
y'all.
excusing it. I'm not excusing
That
it.
is an
I'm not
excuse. You
excusing it.
are.
But
You are.
you
You're
got to
saying
do
he's the
what you
B
got to
side.
do.
See, that's an excuse.
What do you mean? How? You got to do
Nah,
what you got to
you gotta
do.
do it within the rules, within the
Exactly,
Queensberry
bro.
rules. You gotta
Within the
do it.
rules, bro. That's the bell. You wildin'. Y'all keep saying I'm not excusing it, but then you say a fight is a fight. I'm not excusing, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, bro, that's the definition of making an excuse.
Yeah, you gotta, and there's certain things that are slightly on the borderline of being dirty, and certain things that are
Bro,
blatantly just
I don't give a fuck who
fucked
you
up.
are. If you fighting like Suero, you fighting like Nick Ball, you need to be disqualified.
Yep, agreed.
Two-Tone, what up?
Yo, what's new, man? What's new, man? It's your boy Two-Tone, the Superstar. Please say the Superstar. Y'all missing the picture, man. First of all, I'm going to address Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, stop giving this man a pass. When Floyd Mayweather had debatables, he ran it back. Ran it back against Castillo, ran it back against Maidana. Shakur Stevenson, you need to be yelling to run it back with De Los Santos, bro. Because in this era, that's a stain on your legacy, bro.
The thing is,
It
Two-Tone.
wasn't debatable though. He beat
Yeah,
him.
that's the thing. It wasn't debatable. It just was a
Boring.
not friendly fight. So it's
the man that went to Grey's Anatomy, Doogie Howser, General Hospital to get X-rays of his hand. We give you a pass that your hand was fucked up. Now run the fade with him, non-injured, and prove that he's not on your level. Because right now
but
you
he
look absolutely
outboxed
scared.
him. That's the thing. Like,
the casuals
was it
casuals
close
think this
though?
nigga ran, bro.
I hear
Say it
you.
again.
I hear you. No. Look, I don't want
Casuals
to.
think this nigga ran, bro. Casuals got TikTok songs about this nigga. No, you need to get that stain off your legacy, bro. And why do we want to put him in there with somebody, a flat-footed fighter? No, put him in there with Schofield, that wild shit. I want to see Shakur uncomfortable. I only want to see Shakur fight uncomfortable against wild niggas with power. And the biggest fight at 135 is Gervonta Tank Davis versus William Zepeda. If you know, William Zepeda sold out the Cosmo last night. He's been selling out his gates. He's a Mexican.
Yep.
This is Gervonta's version of his Oscar De La Hoya. This is going to cross Tank super over.
Cut it the fuck off, man. How you gonna call this man Oscar without one world title, man? He ain't even got a gold medal.
This era, bro.
Man.
We in this era. Shit,
You just said that. You just said that about Ryan. We just called Ryan Oscar De La Hoya. Now we gonna call fucking Sepeda. Any Mexican gets the De La Hoya.
Bro. I'm
one of the most
telling you.
fighters in history. You gotta.
Zepeda has fan base, bro. This is the green print. Mexican versus Gervonta.
If he's Oscar, let Oscar go fight Chavez. Let Zepeda and Emmanuel Navarrete fight.
Nah, man. Tank fight Zepeda. Then he go fight Navarrete. Then he go ahead and fight Shakur for undisputed. Tank has a path to be undisputed at 135 since he don't want no Devin smoke at 140.
He had the path for 135 undisputed to fight Devin, man. Like, what's the difference?
They've all had the paths. They're just not doing it.
Word.
A lot of paths.
Also, do you think is Shakur going to take that 25% now at 140? That's my call, man.
Of course not. It ain't even the same fight to ask him to take 25% because all the belts ain't on the line. There ain't no more undisputed. It's just a whole different thing right now.
Zepeda and Tank will be fun though, man. Because Zepeda's he has that Chavez energy, man. He keeps coming and throwing body, head. Whew.
I got a counterpunch from AB on Twitter.
Yo, what's up? Good morning, everybody.
Buenos dias.
Yo, so I'm here listening. I just had to put my 2 cents because I don't know what the fuck's going on with Troy. He's contradicting himself. He wants a technical fighter, and then he starts talking about in the old school days, this and that, whatever. In the old school days, they were fucking gladiators, bro. Floyd is a fucking gladiator. What do you expect? Yes, he does need technical. He does need technical sound. He needs to
Marco,
use the
sometimes
jab. But look,
you gotta
look,
just be
hold
quiet
up.
and let niggas
This
run
the-
their mouth, bro.
Nah, look, hold up. This is the important reason. This is why instead of streaming fights, you should get fucking DAZN and rewatch fights and watch all the way so you can hear in the post fight where he says, "Yeah, I had to throw the jab away. I had to lunge because he couldn't fucking see, bro." Like he's
He
and
did say
even then,
that.
like, okay, so he's
Yeah.
hindered. So let's say he's hindered. He's hindered. You know, he can't fucking see. He's got to cut it over his eye. And what does he do? He goes to fucking fight. How you bitching about this shit, bro? He goes in there and he fucking fights. Why you trashing the man? He's going in there and he's trying to put a fucking show on. At the post interview, he's all like, "Yeah, I couldn't see 7 out of 10 out of my eye, but I wanted to go out there and give the fans what they wanted. I wanted to give a knockout. I went and I fucking fought." What do you want, bro? What? Like, how else of a fucking gladiator do you have to be to do that shit? We have Shakur. Oh, he's got a busted hand. He's out there running. Floyd could have easily done the same shit, but of course he didn't because he would have lost at the fight of the jab because he couldn't fucking see. So like, what do y'all expect from these fighters, bro? Like, y'all need to pick a fucking side. You can't be contradicting yourself like that.
I never contradicted myself, nigga. You just talking.
Totally contradicted yourself.
The nigga need better
On
fundamentals.
Completely,
His
bro.
fundamentals are
How you
trash.
gonna say? How you gonna say? How you gonna say?
Fundamentals are
How you gonna say
trash.
you want to see a technical fighter? How you gonna say? How you gonna say you
His
want to see a technical
fundamentals
fighter?
are trash. He doesn't deliver good punches. He's not gonna last
Bro,
in the
if his
sport. The boxing
fundamentals
is
were trash,
about
you
punishment.
wouldn't have
He's
gotten this
not
far.
gonna last.
You wouldn't have
like
gotten
that.
this far. He
Nah,
wouldn't have
he
gotten this
delivers
far if his
good
fundamentals
punches.
were trash,
He
bro. What are you
punches
talking
hard
about?
and crisp.
Bro, punching hard. I
And
just
crisp.
watched some of his older fights. He slapped with some of his punches. It's not about how much you
because
deliver.
he was barely
He
starting,
be
bro.
getting hit, and he
Bro's
got
barely
2
starting.
big cuts already without
Too
taking
big,
punches.
yeah, and like I said,
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, bro. You
But
talking
the
about
weird thing was,
gladiator
Troy,
shit?
that the first cut he got, the dude was coming at him. He didn't leap in the other fight. He wasn't
Yeah,
leaping.
because he's not technically sound. When somebody come at you, there's certain things you do
bro,
in boxing to
what do you want to say
neutralize
technically sound is?
somebody from coming
So you're
in with
telling
their
me,
head.
so you're telling me you want to see?
Rarely got it. I never seen Floyd get hit with a headbutt unless when Victor Ortiz actually hopped in. That's why I'm saying what
Because
I'm
he's
saying.
patty kicking. What? Okay,
Those
so
two
you're telling
fighters
me you
rarely
would
got hit with
Okay,
headbutts.
so you're telling me you would have
Your
much
call
rather
done,
seen a
my
patty
G. Your
kick.
call done.
How you gonna tell him his call
son,
done? You ain't even fucking let him talk. He been trying to talk.
And I paid for a counterpunch, so I got 2 calls. Anyways, like I said, so you're telling me you would have been much rather entertained if you would have gotten cut that first round for him to be playing patty cake for what was that, another 9 rounds, and you would have been oh yeah, he's fundamental though. Yeah, like I would have
because
rather
I
seen
got
him
more
throw a bunch of
paydays
jabs
to
and
get.
technical.
I'm not trying to ruin my paydays for the future. When he
See,
get
and
in
look,
there
that's
with
all
a
you're
more
thinking
elite
about.
fighter,
That's all
they're
you're
gonna
thinking about. You're
target
thinking about paydays.
They're
You're
gonna
thinking about
target the
paydays.
scar
He wants
tissue, sir.
legacy.
No, you asked me
He
a
wants
question. I'm
legacy.
answering it for you. Ain't that what you want? When you get in there with another elite fighter, they're gonna target the scar tissue, and it's gonna become a thing. And then he's not gonna last. You just heard what he said from Gabe Rosado. If you already getting your face reconstructed at 23 because you got cuts, bro, no. What are y'all like? This is why I'm gonna
We're
let you get
assuming
your call
if
off
he's fighting
because
a
I'm
technical
done.
fight. He's not a technical. You're talking about if he's fighting Shakur's fight. If he's staying the distance, this is a pressure
Bro,
fighter.
you don't even know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm done. Finish
I
your
do know what
call.
you're talking about. You're talking about reconstruct. Yes, like I said, you're talking about fundamentals and him having scar tissue and all that shit. Like that's not what we're talking about, bro. I'm talking about how you're saying he doesn't have any fundamentals or he's not technical. Like that shit doesn't make any sense. And
That's
then
the
you go off
reason
saying
why
like,
he has scar tissue and the problems that he having with his fight.
okay, so you tell me when fighters in the 80s when they wouldn't come out with cuts. They wouldn't come out bruised up. They wouldn't
Fighters
come
in
out
the
with
80s
fucked up
got cuts from punches. 90% of the time. That's why I just said I only watch 80s boxing. When they get cut in 80s boxing, it come from a punch, a shot. You didn't see a lot of fighters clashing heads in the 80s because they were technically sound fundamentally. That's why the 80s was the golden age of boxing.
The only fighter that we could compare to Floyd Schofield style leaping in is Roy. And Roy never got cut leaping in, but Roy would always kind of dip his head to the left when he leaped. He'd leap in
this is the thing, Marco.
and leap away.
This is the
Floyd
thing,
leaped straight
Marco.
in.
The thing with Roy, Marco, is Roy used his jab as a measuring stick so that he can measure the hook off the jab.
No, Roy would leap in with hook. He sometimes,
No,
but Roy leaped
listen,
in off the
bro.
hook.
I'm
Before,
gonna
no,
say it
hold
again.
on. Before,
When Roy get in
hold on.
there and
Before,
fight with you, Roy didn't use a jab, a spear jab. Roy would be pawing the jab,
Right.
flicking it.
well, look.
And
Before
that's a
my call, hold
measuring
on.
jab and
Right.
allows you to leap in at any time once you're doing that. That's
Okay, well, look.
fundamental. How are you
Before my
jumping
call,
in?
okay,
Listen, that's what Boots did against Chuk. He was trying to leap in. He was trying to throw the Boots was literally trying to let him right hand without using no jab.
But if you
Against
look when
Chuk
Roy
Diaz.
leaps in, he literally turns
Okay, well,
his head
look,
to the
but
right every time he leaps
Y'all
in.
want
yo,
to let the
Before he leaps
caller
in, he
talk?
still uses the jab.
Is it cool for the caller to talk?
look. Before my call ends, look.
He asked
This
me
is
a
what this
question,
is
so
what
I
I gotta
gotta
say. Look,
break his back with the answer, Paul.
before shitting on him, before shitting on fighters that y'all like to say are not fundamentally sound. They're bringing entertaining fights. They're bringing fights that we haven't seen in a long fucking time, and fights that they want to make fighting the fights that they actually should be fighting. And I mean by fighting fighters that are supposed to be in there with them. And instead of shitting on them and then saying like, well, you don't deserve to be in the ring with this guy, we're supposed to be saying, hey, well, you know what? In those 5 rounds, that was more entertaining than Shakur's 12 fucking rounds. And then we can say, hey, well, maybe he does deserve to be in there. Maybe he does deserve a big fight. And instead of shitting on a man and saying he's not fundamental and saying like, oh, well, he doesn't deserve to be in the ring with certain people, we need to be saying that was a fucking entertaining fight. It ended in 5 rounds because of a dirty ass motherfucker. I want to see him with a big fight, with a with a
Floyd
big name.
is, I mean, Kid Austin's very entertaining.
Y'all enjoy y'all's morning.
All right. Well, I do want to see him in there, but I do think he needs more development.
He does, but he is very explosive.
That's not what I'm saying?
No, it is not. You
That is
said
exactly what I'm saying.
No, it
the
is
nigga don't
not.
have no fundamentals. He's trash fundamentally.
Exactly.
He needs someone to slow him down and develop him fundamentally,
you're being overly critical for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
No, for sure. You've made that clear.
I give everybody the same energy.
No, for sure. But
yeah, so him being harsh, get off TV.
The issue is this.
If you don't want to be judged.
This is the issue that you're having, right? And that caller was trying to show you. It's like Floyd Schofield in no way is a finished product. Floyd Schofield has not won a world title. Floyd Schofield has not been in any title shot. Floyd Schofield is still considered prospect, rising contender. He hasn't even fought a former world champion. I'm begging him for him to fight Javier Fortuna, which would be a former.
Not looking at his? He has shades of Mike Tyson energy. How he comes in just explosive.
But he's not fully developed yet. But he's not fully developed
when Mike
yet.
Tyson stopped using the jab, that's when he.
Okay. But he's
so why
still
are we talking about
exciting?
I get the exciting shit. That's for people who like excitement. What's exciting to Cuerno del Chivo is when somebody got all that explosive ability, can throw combinations behind the jab so they can get the result that I want them to have, which is spectacular knockouts behind fundamentals. Not wild fights with Cerro or Suero, because Suero was wild too, but I've watched a couple fights of Schofield. He's all over the ground in all of his fights. His style promotes that type of action because he has no fundamentals.
What is Cuerno?
I don't know why I'm wrong for saying that. I'm being harsh. His fundamentals are trash. I would say Sean Porter's fundamentals were trash.
Nah.
Well, again, Floyd is still a prospect. Floyd is still a prospect. He hasn't even fought a former world champ. So I
Ray
understand.
Leonard was a prospect and had.
I understand why people would consider you to be harsh, and there you are again comparing Ray Leonard to Floyd Schofield.
I'm comparing when Ray Leonard was a prospect.
Well, yeah, but Ray was a gold medal winner. Very different.
Let him continue to contradict himself. We got Damien, $2. Shakur, a 3-division champ. Now it ain't no 25%. I mean, how is it going to be 25%? They don't even have the belts. They would probably find a better a better percentage than that now because it's not for undisputed. It's more of an even fight. You know, Devin's not giving them an opportunity at like history. Um, we got Tim Boski trying your counter again. Tim Boski, Stone Bone. Stone Bone.
Yeah, I like Floyd Schofield, man.
What up? What up? What up?
What's up?
Yeah, man. Yes, Schofield is still. I guess he's coming over prospect level. You know, like he's moving out of the prospect level into contender. I guess he's a contender. Well, I'll just put him there. But like you said, he ain't fought on that level of the Shakurs. We always just throw
Bro, the
guys
dude,
away
the
after.
dude never fought a former world champ. Not one.
He's only 21.
I remember that back and forth you had with him saying like, man, like the benefits of understanding the business of boxing and how other people see you. Sometimes these guys that's in the field, they be blind to it. Like when we look at that resume, we say former world champ, this guy, former world champ, that guy. That means something to guys who don't follow the sport that closely. You know, they be like, oh, he beat some form. But when you get to looking at it, you be like, and you make a statement like that, and then they tell you Javier ain't even worth it, like who have you beat that was worth it? Like if Javier ain't worth it, the name of former world champ ain't worth it. Who have you beat that's worth it?
Word.
Like, so he ain't done that yet. So to say that Shakur need to be looking at him instead of his real peers like Zepeda and Loma and them guys, like, nah, you beat the old guys. No matter Loma old or not, Shakur need that fight, you know? Look at what he did with Devin. He's gonna probably beat Cambosa. That's a fight Shakur should be asking for like he did. He should be calling for the Zepedas. No disrespect. I don't want to see fucking De Los Santos versus him again.
Mm.
Del Santos can stay. Matter of fact, he can stay on that side of the street over there and wait for a fight day. And let Shakur go to fight the guys that's down to do some business and fight. So if it's Zepeda, if it's Lomachenko, if it's whoever he can get around there, just keep fighting. Even if it ain't neither one of them, just get in the ring in June, get active, and then start pressing. Them guys is finna be the champions at 35, just like you. So keep pressing for fighting the champion. So Schofield and them guys, they need to be getting themselves in mandatory challenger spots. And how you do that is beating guys with names, not just and guys that's ranked. Like you gave him different paths to get to them champions, and he laughed at him and said, you know, like, oh, we got a plan. Like give us a hint or something, like, because you ain't gonna get Shakur fighting like that, and you probably ain't gonna get Zepeda, even though you're on the same side of the street or they're on the same company. So I don't know, man. I'm interested to see Zepeda. To me, I've been Brandon been calling for loving him for years now. So I think Shakur beats him. You see where he lacks, and I thought he was a little more grittier. You can't be letting dudes do shit to you, man. When dudes get to doing shit to you, knock them dudes out quick. That's how you diffuse them situations, man. I'll catch y'all later though. But man, Shakur, keep pressing for them fights. Don't listen to these niggas. All right.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. I got Jacob Sims that says, from what I understand, Schofield trains with his father most of the camp and then gets with Ronnie Shields towards the end of camp. That's got to stop. Yeah, he might have to relocate to Houston. They from San Antonio. We got Mad Bent, $102. Tank beats them all. You know what I'm saying to you. H-Town, $2. Pauls versus Heaney, Fight of the Year contender. Right back at us, another two. Sweato versus Nick Ball should be the next dirty fighters. Lake County, $2. Schofield last fight, first round KO off fundamentals. We got Tim Boski, trying you again with your counter. We hear you. Finally.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
hear you.
Finally, the Magnificent Seven has come back. I told you, man. We might not be the most skilled, as Troy likes to say, and all the other rest of the boxing. You get me? Fans in the world of this sport like to say we might not be the most educated inside the ring. We might not have the most, panache. You know what I'm saying? But we give you great epic fights. Paulus Heaney was a great fight in my opinion. Old school fight. Troy likes to watch them old school fights. Yeah, that's an old school fight. You understand what I'm saying to you? And the slander on Floyd, this Floyd Schofield it's a bit epic for me. You hear me? The guy is a talent in my opinion. He's only 21 years old, man. Okay, you don't want to see him getting scarred and this. Oh yeah. Oh well, this is the fight game. This is the fight game. You're gonna get scraps. There's gonna be times you're gonna have to scrap. You're gonna get cut. You're gonna get headbutted. Look at Marcus Brown. Look at Badu Jack. Look at the Berteviev. This is what happens, man. This is the fight game. This ain't no pretty shit. What do you think this is? I don't understand. I understand where you're coming from the fundamental aspect, the skill. I understand. But like the last caller said a couple calls ago, he's given us entertaining. He's trying to give us entertaining fights. He's got a fan friendly style.
We lost him again. My man can't get through a call without a call issue.
Yeah, well, I don't care about how friendly you is with the fans in boxing. I care about your technical skill. That's all I care about.
That's all
So
he
when people
care
keep
about.
talking about that's what I want. When you ask me what I want a man to take his athleticism, throw it in the back seat, and get technical.
Throw it in the
That's all I
bag.
care about.
Throw it in the bag. Jerry. I'm shocked. Jerry watched the fights.
Cook. Let him cook. Happy Sunday, my friends. It's Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. Is my boy Troy on the mic? Is his mic on? I don't want him to have that mic that our boy Marco has. He needs a mic with battery. Troy, you there?
I don't get that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Nobody gets that, but we here.
Is Troy there?
He is there.
I'm
All
here.
right, man.
I'm right here, bro.
Last
I'm here
time I
for you.
told you I was a fireman, right? I told you I'm comfortable in the heat. I don't run from the smoke. I run towards it. You waited till I hung up to say, yeah, but when I asked you that question about punchers with 70% higher 70% KO record aren't volume punchers. And listen, I respect you, man. I've never put on mitts, so I respect you as a boxer, as someone who's actually fought the sport. But sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, and just because you fought the sport doesn't mean you are objective. And I think that's what you're running into. For instance, Benavidez and Crawford are two fighters that know how to win rounds and at higher percentage than 70%, know how to knock out their opponents, but know how to win rounds and win a decision if it has to. Tank Davis does not fight that way. He does not fight to win rounds and win a decision if he can't knock you out. That was my point. But let me get to the smoke today. My boy Floyd Schofield was one of my Furious 5 Black Latino risers. And I told y'all, I have Furious 5 that y'all can pick anybody 135, 140, and I will win. Here's the thing about Floyd Schofield, my Black Latino who is in San Antonio. Guess who else is in San Antonio? Your boy Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. Very in tune with this situation. What you have to realize with Schofield is look at how he responds post-fight. He knows what he does wrong. What does that tell you? That tells you he has a great head on his shoulders. He has boxing IQ. That's what you have with Schofield. There was a caller, I don't think it was 2 or 3 callers ago, where he said, listen to his post-press conference after the fight, what he said. The boy has all the skill Shakur is, I think, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world. But we're talking about a stretch. But the guy has fundamentals. He knows what to do in the ring. Anything and everything he can do in the ring. What excites me about Schofield is that he has Tank Davis abilities. He has Shakur abilities. He has Devin Haney abilities. He just needs to bring it
Jerry,
all together.
that is the bell, but you wild. He said Shakur abilities, Tank abilities.
Bro, do you see what I'm saying, bro?
We
Like,
ain't
what are you
seen that
talking about?
yet. We seen maybe he could be compared to Tank because of his athleticism and the power that we've seen in spots. You know, he did get a first round knockout in his last fight. In this fight, he obviously hurt his man. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I ain't seen the boxing IQ over Shakur just yet from Schofield. Interested to watch him put that together. Cause yeah, that would up his game tremendously if he gonna have that type of IQ. But we gonna keep these phone lines moving. We do have a lot of callers. Please bear with us. We're gonna get to everybody. We going out to Josh. What up?
Yo, what's going on, Ness?
What up with you?
Man, I had to get on Google Maps right quick and see how far in Florida you were gonna be from me. I'm about to be out there soon. I was like, "Fuck, man!" But you're kind of far though. You're like in the middle of Florida. I'm guessing, right? If you can drive to Orlando or Plant City, you're kind of in the middle of Florida, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck, you're kind of far.
Where you going?
But man,
Miami?
nah, I'm going to Panama City Beach,
Oh
like
damn.
northeast. Yeah,
Hey, that's gonna be a
I'm gonna
good
be out.
time, bro, around this year. I've been there. Panama City Beach is lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there during the Tim Zoo and Keith Thurman card. But today's topic, man. Before we get to today's topic, Troy, man, hold on, hold on with the Sean Porter slander, because Sean
Word.
Porter outboxed Danny Garcia.
Two-time
He
champ.
outboxed Ugas. He outboxed
Doesn't mean he got
shit. He was
fundamentals.
Split
outboxing Terrence
decision
Crawford
loss
for a
to
while.
Earl.
Nah, he wasn't boxing in the Earl fight, but he got some fights where he didn't outbox some guys.
Nah, I
So
said
he might
split
not got.
decision
I'm
loss.
talking
Didn't he get a split
fundamentals.
decision loss
Oh
even with a
yeah. Split
knockdown?
decision loss. Yeah, split decision loss. But even though he ain't just the craziest every time, his punches are straight and he ain't leaping. Like Schofield can get it together. He done showed moments where he got fundamentals. Just like another caller said, where his last fight on the first round knockout, he broke the distance perfect with the double jab and came right through with the straight. He can do it. He just
I'm
didn't do
glad
it last
Schofield
fight.
got a fan base. I love that y'all defending him, man.
I ain't no fan of
I
Schofield. I ain't
hated I
no.
hated that Troy was talking like that all crazy about
Yeah,
Schofield.
I ain't even a fan of dude. To me, I think he gonna lose to any other guys that's at the top at 135, anyways. But I mean, it was just outrageous. He was going too far, especially with the Sean Porter shit. That was too far. 2-time world champ, 147, the glory
Sean Porter
division.
still doesn't have good fundamentals.
Here he go.
I don't care what you're talking about.
Here he
He
go.
But
has
you
good
said
footwork,
trash. Like
but he doesn't
you
have good
said
You use the
ultimate. You
fundamentals.
word
said
So
trash,
Fatuda.
fuck
man.
out
You
of here.
use the
You
word
said
trash,
Fatuda.
man. Like you don't
I
even be
said his
hearing what you
fundamentals
saying.
are trash.
You don't be hearing what you saying. Like
His
trash is
fundamentals are trash.
my dude.
But
Trash is the
trash is
bottom of the
like
bottom, bruh.
Yeah,
how
that's
you
trash to
gonna win a
me.
championship fight
That's trash, bro.
boxing
I'm
and you
sorry.
saying that his fundamentals are trash? Like that don't make no sense.
Bruh,
He
don't waste
won
your
a
call
It
on
do
championship
make
Troy,
fight
perfect
man.
boxing.
sense when you learn how to deliver a jab and a good
Troy
body shot
trolling y'all.
and
Don't
not be
waste your call
headbutting
on
niggas.
Troy.
Then your fundamentals are trash.
Troy is
All right.
trolling
Anyway,
y'all. He
shout out to the
trolling y'all.
yeah, he's tripping. Shout out to the
Cause I
cruiserweight
wasn't
from
headbutting
Dallas.
folks and
I can't
shit,
even
and I
pronounce his
wasn't getting
name.
headbutted.
Tristan
He got the
Carew.
So I'm
good.
not trolling. I'm
He
talking
got the
about your
good first round
fundamentals.
Look, now he
knockout.
ain't gonna let you finish. He talking about Tristan Carew
And
now.
man, Eric Priest,
He need to get some
he
work.
kind of a up and
Yeah.
down middleweight, up and down middleweight for me. I seen people talking about him and Elijah Garcia in the future for a belt. I think Elijah Garcia tear his ass up.
Word.
He ain't got it.
Priest still developing. Garcia's way
Yeah,
further
yeah, yeah.
along.
He, yeah,
Way further along. Kidding
and
me?
even with Garcia's like not so good defense, shit, Priest ain't got good defense, and he can't like step to nobody. Like
Yeah.
I didn't like the way he was stepping to dude. He wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't it.
He ain't show me he
But
the biggest puncher either.
yeah, nah. I bet for him to get a knockout too, and he kind of pissed me off with that shit. So I ain't fucking with Priest no more.
Champ,
Dude,
that was the bell though,
Dude
man.
fought
You
well again.
wasted all your call on Troy, man. You wildin'. Y'all gotta stop
Man,
wasting
Troy
y'all
wasted my
call
call,
on
man.
Troy, man. I gotta
Yeah,
stop
like
wasting
I be
y'all
telling
call.
them that, Ness. Stop talking to me, blood. Like
Why?
about fundamental boxing. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna talk. If I say your fundamentals are trash, your fundamentals are trash,
But you
and
do
that's it.
understand that trash is a harsh word.
Trash is what it is. His
Okay.
fundamentals are
Okay.
trash.
Nah, for sure. You going for shock value.
Oh, that's just if your fundamentals are trash. I said Earl's defense was trash.
I got Lake County $2. Floyd is impetuous, very confident of his skill. We got years of lurking $5. Shakur so far behind Dev and contemporaries from business perspective should take another 25% at 135 now that the fight doesn't do anything for Dev, who want Tank. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Dev ain't going back to 35. Jacob sends another $5. Longtime fan of the show. I like Troy, but you got to stop jagging people's call when you disagree. It hurts the flow of the show significantly. Let people speak. It's the voice of the people, not the voice of Troy. I added a lot there, Troy, but he stopped that significantly. I added the rest. No, he did. You know, everything. After significantly, Ness went freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at that. Damn, Bill Haney responded on Boxing Scene, says Shakur brings nothing to the table. I mean, he bring good ticket sales and a great fight on the East Coast, in my opinion, without a doubt. Carlos Delano County.
Nothing to the table.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, good morning, guys. Troy is 100% correct.
About?
Oh man, this guy's drunk.
Everything. He's saying some shit. He's calling out. Hold on. He's calling out. Do you guys want to see a competitive fight or just another beatdown? When you see guys leaning over, you know they're gonna get caught. You're talking about Sepeda with the Tank and Shakur? They're just gonna beat his ass. That's why I feel like right now, with Spence, I made so much money because we saw what Bud could do. These guys just keep betting with their heart, thinking this, and that. They're gonna will their way in. If they got shitty fundamentals, it's not gonna happen. That's why I still think Canelo beats Benavidez. Fights like that and fans like that doesn't want to accept what it is. There's a lot of money in my pocket. That's my call. Troy, keep it up.
Cuerno de Chivo getting all
See,
souped up now.
this is the thing with me, and it's not. I don't care if dude agreeing with me or
Yes, you
disagreeing
do.
with me
You
because
love
it's
it.
not
You
a
fucking
thing.
love it.
I want you to realize what I'm saying.
You love it.
I want you to realize what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Kid Austin is athletic, very athletic.
That's right.
Boxing is not about being athletic.
It's not, but it's a good attribute to have.
See, there you go. I'll let you go. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm having
I'll say one thing, though. I'll say one thing,
with
Troy.
you. Just having a conversation with you. He just
People
wants us to
said
one
that-
word answer his questions and shit. Fuck out of here. Go ahead,
People said
Marcos.
that Roy Jones had no fundamentals, which drives me crazy. People said that.
They said it about Ali. You know what I'm saying? He
Yup.
broke all the rules in the book.
Roy Jones didn't have fundamental defense. He had fundamental offense.
People
His
said he has
defense was not
fundamentals.
fundamental. No, I know what people are saying, Marco. But offensively, Roy was very
you know what people
fundamental.
are saying, Marco, but Troy is telling you what it is.
Defensively, Roy didn't have good fundamentals. He would stand straight up and put his high guard up right here. This is not fundamentally sound in boxing.
Well, Roy's the kind of guy. His offense was his defense.
He didn't have fundamental defense. That's why he started getting knocked out when his athleticism started to tank.
You know what? I agree with that.
Yeah, that's why you need skills in this bitch.
In this bitch,
Because
Troy.
Roberto Duran started in 58 and was fighting Iran Barkley after he knocked out Tommy Hearns at 160. Why? Because he was fundamentally sound
What you mean he started at
defensively
58?
and offensively.
Yo, Troy, I watched one of your fights, man. One of your fights in Tijuana. I don't know when it was. A while ago. You had no hair was short. You look pretty good.
I was all right. I wanted to be moved quicker. So I wanted to fight some guys. So when I was in there, like my advisor he got guys with more fights because I was older. And I used to tell him, hey, they had banned me from coming down. So they was like, you're going to hurt our guys. And I was like.
The urban legends of Troy.
No,
I love
facts.
it.
You,
I
listen,
love
you
it.
can ask Felipe.
Yo,
he
I'm
was
about
like,
to
listen, bro, the
somebody
promoters
sent
know
me
you
your
down
fight.
here.
Somebody
You gotta
sent me
pay
your
more.
fight.
You gotta pay more money. They made me pay more money to fight. I paid to fight.
I'm about to go through my DMs
Troy could
right
punch.
now.
Troy threw nice, short, hard punches.
Listen, bro, Ness doesn't know I'm a puncher, and even some of the Mexican guys I fought, they were one Mexican kid I fought. He was a clear middleweight because I wasn't a vegan then, so I was fighting at like 50, 51.
The video I saw, you looked mad stocky. I don't know how stocky you are
Yeah, I
now.
was way. Listen, bro, I could punch, and I got fundamentals. So when people be talking about this, I'm only telling about the things because I had put myself under that type of microscope. Like I'm not in there wild. I'm not getting headbutt. I got headbutted by Luis Lugo because we were in it. We were in the exchange, but that was the far extent as the damage I took. And Luis Lugo was clearly hitting me in the nuts, like when we fought. And that's the thing, bro. I'm not saying that Kid Austin is going to be trash. I'm saying that if he doesn't, his fundamentals are trash. If you don't get that together at the top level, everybody.
Well, I think what you should say is he doesn't use fun because just because he doesn't use them doesn't mean he doesn't have them.
When you have fundamentals, listen. When I train my fighters, Marco, whatever they do, I rep them so. I'm gonna send you some video of a fighter that I trained and coached in Mexico. They don't do the same things they used to do because I give them fundamentals. So they don't have to leap in. They don't have to do these things. I teach them, hey, no, that's not how that's done. If you want to land what looks like a leaping hook, set it up with the jab. Like, listen,
where your
talk
fight
to Prentice
at?
Brewer.
Where your
talk
fight
to
at?
Prentice
Where your
Brewer.
fight at?
Prentice
Where
Brewer
your
taught
fight
me a
at?
lot about
Where your
boxing.
fight at?
I gotta talk to
I'm gonna send it to you.
Because you had a fighter. He had a fighter. What happened to your fighter, bruh?
He wouldn't take boxing serious, bro.
Oh,
like I'm not gonna play with you, Ness. I'm gonna tell the truth, and people think I'm harsh. Listen, Lamont Quarterman, you have all the talent. You got the look. Even with your age, people wanted to deal with you. You don't take boxing serious. I took boxing serious. People don't even know I was homeless when I was boxing. I was living on the Port of Oakland out of a trailer.
Somebody sent it to me. I can't
There was no
find
excuses for me, bro.
Somebody sent me a specific
I was
fight.
homeless doing boxing videos with ego.
They sent me a fight like, yo, you need to watch this fight right here. This was Troy's worst fight. I'm like, damn, I ain't even watch. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
But the fight when I had, it was my worst fight, but I won all my fights.
I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, still struggling.
They're showing you the Lugo fight.
You struggling with a dude from Tijuana. Schofield struggling. Schofield struggling with the number 2 Dominican in the world. We got.
I just sent you.
Bellis.
I sent you the only fight that I saw from Troy. I haven't seen anything else.
Where you sent it at?
What did I have on in that fight?
You're fighting in Tijuana. Your second fight, it says Troy King's second fight. That's what it says.
I knocked dude out. That's when I can't with Amir Khan.
You look good. You look good. The dude obviously was definitely nowhere near your level, so it was hard to see.
The dude, I know that dude when I went to that resort, Riviera Maya. He helped me with my bags. Shots fired.
Listen, That's what I like. If you can make me laugh, bro, that was hard. Yeah, that
Hey,
nigga was in. Listen, and I helped. I packed his bags for him. I said, no, sir, listen, I pack bags. You don't pack bags. Let me pack your bags. I'm giving service in Mexico. I'm here to serve you guys. My toughest fight was a guy in Richmond named Luis Lugo. That was my and a bigger Mexican guy. My 8th fight.
Were you undefeated?
But
Or did you
Danny
lose?
Yeah,
smoked him.
You
Danny
were.
yeah. I never
smoked him.
lost. I never lost.
What was your amateur record?
My amateur record was probably like 7-5,
Oh, you were
7
like me, and I was 12 and 2, but yeah, you didn't have that many amateur fights. Why
But
not?
Danny Garcia smoked that Lugo dude. Smoked him like a
No, he
pack of
did.
Newports.
That's what I'm saying. It's some fighters that smoke Lugo, but the fighters he give trouble to is natural boxers. Like he
It's
know
what
what he
Meek
doing
Mill
in there.
said. It's
Like
what
shout
Meek
out to
Mill
you,
said.
Lugo. You know what you're doing, bro.
It's what Meek Mill said. It's levels to this shit. Feel me? And Danny Garcia showed you
Adrian
that.
Broner didn't smoke him. He fought Frankie Gomez.
Come
He
on,
fought, I think,
Adrian was.
Pharrell Williams.
Hey yo, you sound whack. You sound whack right now. Adrian started at featherweight. You really trying to like compare Adrian to your big ass? You big ass fucking light heavyweight? Fuck out of here.
Bro, I'm 140. Bro.
Today you won 175.
Yeah, back then I was lifting weights because boxers said you can't lift
Yeah,
weights.
Come on, Tip. Come on, Tip. He ain't never gonna let you get
Yeah,
your
bro.
call if you
Listen,
don't
bro.
jump in like double
Marco,
dutch. Jump in like double
I'm gonna
dutch.
send you some work.
All right.
Marco,
Well,
what's your
what we want to
Instagram?
start off? What we want to start off with?
It's
Let's
Marco
start off with
Boxing.
Zepeda, man. I ain't too big on Zepeda, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Why not? Why you hating?
Not,
Why you sound like you got
how am I
COVID
hating?
today?
Look, I mean, look. Shout out to Zepeda. He did look out for his former Mexican that got knocked out earlier. You know what I'm saying? The UK finally got one back. I was expecting Robles to win that fight, but yeah, Liam took his ass to church.
To church.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, man, I mean, he's just a come forward fighter with a lot of punches, man. I mean, Shakur gonna box the shit out of him, bro. And then I don't know why, but whatchamacallit didn't want to fight back. He was acting weird about that shit. He didn't
It's
want to
the
fight back in the
power,
ring.
man. Getting hit with all them goddamn shots, even on the arms.
Yeah, but that's when you gotta realize you gotta throw a combination and just circle around him. But he didn't want to do that at all.
Nah, he
Maxi
did that
just
in the
kept
first
backing
round.
up.
He did that in the first round. Come on, that
Had
first round.
Maxi,
That first round was
fuck.
stupendous for his ass.
Had Maxi just been throwing combinations going forward using his jab, he would have been fine.
He said going forward. You funny as hell.
Man, he kept going backwards. That's why he was getting look. That's why he's demoralizing them going backwards.
Bruh, remember he was turning in the first round. He started going backwards after he seen
you gotta
like
be
my
able to do
man
that for a
Power is
whole
crazy.
12 rounds, and you gotta be able to do that for a whole 12 rounds.
You also asking the dude that can't punch to do that for 12 rounds.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta work with what you got, bro. You can't keep going backwards.
Paulie did it. I ain't mean to cut you off. Paulie Malignaggi did it.
He ain't never do that versus Zepeda. He couldn't even do that versus motherfucking Malignaggi, let alone Cotto. Fuck out of here.
But Schofield too, man. Look, Floyd got to stop switching southpaw, bro. I'm tired of looking at that shit, man. He can't fight out the southpaw stance. He don't know how to use the jab out the southpaw stance. His footwork just ain't as good either, bro. Like he's good athletically, but he like Troy said, bro. He ain't got the fundamentals, bro. He not fundamentally sound.
Y'all really gonna yo Troy head gonna be so swole,
nah,
man.
It's
crazy
just the truth,
right
bro.
now.
You can
Shit
see
crazy.
it. You can see it. You can see it, bro. Yeah, I do like when he stays orthodox. When he's orthodox, he's more disciplined. He got to get behind his jab too. He don't stay behind his jab. I don't know why. It's just certain things like he becomes undisciplined. He just forgets the fundamentals of shit. Yeah, that's it for the most part. I mean, I ain't see too much from any fighter tonight. You know what I'm saying? These were all fights that were I guess expected of them to win. It's just the fashion of how they won.
Word.
But
Alright. You the man, champ. You the man. We got
Schofield.
Say what?
Schofield fights at 40 or 35?
Who?
Schofield.
He's 35.
35. Okay.
35. 35. Baby Joker counter.
Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Why you guys disrespecting people from Tijuana out there like that? Let them know, Troy. Let them know it
Man,
ain't
tell him,
Troy.
baby. Stop
Hey,
disrespecting my
you know what?
Tijuana
It's simple.
family,
Look,
bro.
it's simple. Give me Perez versus fucking Floyd Schofield. That's in
Jerry,
Tijuana that put hands on JoJo Diaz. Let's see what he does with him. You
let's
know,
see.
JoJo didn't want to fight him. Went in there and fought that fucking construction worker and put hands on his ass. Fucking, you know what? Let's get it. Perez Schofield.
I'll take it. I
That's
like
that's a
it.
good fight. That's a tough fight too, bro. Real tough. This motherfucker was up there with them bigger dudes at 47. Nobody put him down. Knocked him out.
That'll show us if Schofield got some power.
And some dog. You need to bring that fucking dog with him with that fight. That dude is tough, bro. All them Tijuana motherfuckers is tough. All of them. All of them, bro.
Even
You
the
need to put
ones
some
Troy
respect on
fought.
it. All of them, bro. All of them Tijuana motherfuckers is tough. You talk to any
Even
Mexican,
Jaime.
they tell you
Listen, blood,
the
if you show up
toughest,
to
the
get some work
toughest
with
work,
me, you tough.
the toughest Mexican work is in Tijuana, DF, and Monterrey. You want to get the real work with the Mexicans? Those are the three spots you go to. And you're gonna get real work. Real work, bro. It's known. Those are the three known places where if you want to get the right Mexican work, that's where you go to. They're all dogs, bro. All of them are fucking dogs.
So Troy's a dog. Because he beat
Yeah, that's why he
dogs.
survived out there, bro. That's the only reason he survived out there. He's a fucking dog too.
Man,
Have a good one, bro.
you tripping.
Listen, man, I respect hoods when I go to people's hoods.
Troy
I'm
paid this
hood,
man.
I'm doggy out here, bro.
Troy,
You hear it?
you paid for his counterpunch to say that shit? Troy out here building a fan base. Y'all better stop swelling this man head. He ain't gonna be able to walk out the door. What's wrong with y'all?
No, that's why I had to stop boxing. That's my head is paws is small. That's why my eye messed up. I can't be taking them punches, bud.
You got an eye injury?
Come on, you know he got an eye injury.
Nah, I didn't know that. How would I know that?
Yeah, Marco don't really know me like that. Yeah, I had to detach retina, bro.
Oh, so the surgery doesn't like arrow. You can't fix that.
No, it does
Good?
not. No, it
What
does
up,
not.
Ness?
Earl's eye is
What up,
very,
Hawk?
very badly damaged, bro.
Not your eye, just Earl's eye, huh?
No, both of our eyes
Oh,
are. That's what I'm saying. Like I know what you're going
I
through.
would like for you to clear that up, but we got Hawk. We got
No,
Hawk.
no, I'm good. Our eyes are blue out.
What up,
Yo,
Hawk?
what up? Hey, too much. What's up, fellas? What up, fellas? Hey, man. Yeah, I checked out the fights. The guy Zepeda, or whatever his name is supposed to be a threat for Shakur. I don't think so. Shakur had a couple bad nights, but Shakur is an elite fighter. That guy wouldn't stand a chance. He's not going to stand a chance against Floyd. Shakur.
Really?
And Floyd, huh?
Not a chance?
No, not against Shakur. That dude, the come forward type. He's made for Shakur. That's just made for Shakur. He's gonna pick him apart. He's gonna pick that guy apart.
But this will be like a natural 135 pounder. He throwing.
If Shakur doesn't, yeah, but if Shakur doesn't try that leaping way back out, if he does the way he normally would do, stepping just a couple of steps back, step forward, and to the side, you know what I mean? Just to get out of the range of those shots like he used to do, and like he did in his previous fights, he gonna pick that boy apart. When you got that type of talent, you don't have to move a whole lot. Like Floyd didn't have to move a whole lot to get out the way of shots. Neither does Shakur. He got that skill.
You think he tapped into that? Cause we seen, like you said, we seen him jumping out in his last fight. We ain't see him just moving slightly like Richardson Hitchens did.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. When Shakur shows up, if he's confident in himself and he does what he used to do, like stand there
and do like use the maneuvers and the skills that he got, he would pick that boy apart. That leaping back and forth, that ain't going to do it. That ain't going to do it. It would be a different fight. But he don't have to move far because he got that skill. The guy Floyd Schofield, I saw that fight last night. If he's the one that said he can beat Devin Haney and something out, I don't think
he the
so.
one. He the one. You got to get closer to the mic, but yeah, he the one say he could beat Devin,
Okay.
Shakur, all them guys.
Okay, how about right now?
Yeah, you
Is
straight.
it
You
clear?
straight. You straight.
Okay. No way he beats Devin. No way he beats Tank. The guy, Schofield, is very fast and quick twitch with his reactions. He leaps in, kind of like I seen like Roy used to do, but it's not like Roy because he doesn't use any feints. He doesn't set any trap. Like let me say, Devin Haney is a fighter that fights behind a fight man throughout the whole fight. Tank Davis is a fighter that sets traps throughout the whole fight. Schofield is a fighter. He looks like he's just fighting a fight the whole fight. He like doesn't have a fight plan. He's
Damn, y'all
switching from
killing my
southpaw to
man today.
orthodox. He's switching from southpaw to orthodox in the middle of the rounds. And even when he had the guy hurt, he could have took him out if he took the time to set up a trap with a jab and a feint. But he don't feint. He just leap. Roy used to fake a leap. Like when Roy knocked down James Toney, he faked like he was about to hit him, and then he did the feint. Then he did it.
That is the bell player. Tommy, Florida. Tommy.
What up, Ness? You got me?
We got you. We got you.
Shout out TBD. Who was that? Hog last call? Nah, he wrong. William Zepeda will give anybody problems on their best night. Like, nobody's picking him apart like that. That man throws too many punches. He's too active. I would say he's flat foot, but his feet are just fast enough to stay in your face. So, and if you try to, he throwing punches all night, bro. It ain't no easy walking apart for absolutely nobody. Williams, what is it? Floyd Schofield. I was entertained. Y'all can critique and say things about his style and da 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 da. I was entertained. He hurt the dude. He was trying to get the dude out of there. And when you going for the kill, your fundamentals fade. Everybody not Andre Ward when they just keep their fundamentals tight while still trying to I guess get you out of there. But a lot of people just go for the kill and the defense and sharp punching, all that fade. They just throwing bombs trying to get you out of there. And the Troy, shout out to Troy. I respect Troy for being a boxer, getting in the ring, and turning pro and doing his thing as long as he could. But to call any professional that made it to the top trash is hard. So I understand, you probably saying trash and don't mean it how we taking it, but how we taking it is like, the dudes in Tijuana who's never getting out of Tijuana are trash and certain shit. Sean Porter ain't had the best defense.
Munguia got out of there. Munguia got out of Tijuana.
But so do you consider him trash?
His defense is trash. His fundamentals are trash.
I would say if it's
trash. They just got defense.
I would say if his defense was trash, like you say trash, I think more heavy hitters would have knocked him out.
Listen,
that's how I look at it.
Because the nigga behind me was ducking niggas. So what?
Well, yeah, okay. There's plenty of people he didn't fight. I give you that. But to say a man's defense is trash.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro. You know why I'm saying what I'm saying? I'm not saying they ducking in the fact because they scared. I'm saying if they don't cherry pick
I'm talking about the trash portion,
me
bro.
and Ness is talking about, they don't get the fights they get because somebody will expose them.
I'm talking about being trash, bro. I'm not talking about ducking
Yeah,
people.
the
Like, I
defense is
think Earl would
trash.
have knocked Sean out if his defense was trash. I think Danny Garcia would have
Earl
knocked
took a
Sean
lot of
out if his
punishment
defense
in the
was
fight because
trash.
his defense was trash against Sean Porter. I was there. He was hurt
Everybody
several
take
times in
punishment
the
to
fight.
Sean Porter. Everybody take punishment to Sean Porter. You can't use him as a Danny Garcia would have knocked
Listen. No,
Earl
they
out
don't.
if his defense was
Bud took no
trash.
punishment against Sean Porter.
Yeah, he did. He was down. A lot of people
No,
had
he
him
did
down.
not. No, he
And he
did
was
not.
taking, and he was. You don't
No,
think he was
took
down?
no punishment.
Tommy, that is
He
the
took.
bell. That is the bell.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Perfect.
Now, did that nigga just say he ain't take no punishment from Porter in that fight? That nigga tripping. But yeah, man, Williams Zepeda, man. Y'all niggas don't know boxing, man. It's gonna be a good fight with him and Shakur, man. Y'all niggas talking about Shakur gonna watch him, bro. The nigga throw 1,000 punches or more in a fight, bro. Shakur ain't never fought nobody with that punch output like that. But I still got Shakur winning, for sure, by a couple rounds. But it's gonna be a good ass fight. Y'all saying he gonna watch him? Nah, he ain't gonna watch shit. And then Ness, man, y'all niggas need to stop with this Tyson slander shit, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Y'all keep saying Jake Paul gonna knock this nigga out. Do y'all know who this is? Do y'all see the footage this nigga putting up? He don't even look the age he is. Y'all better put some respect on my nigga Tyson name,
I mean,
bro.
he literally dropping 15-second clips.
I'm just saying though, it's Tyson, bro. Look how he moving
Troy
at the age.
could look like Tyson in 15-second clips.
Hey, put some respect on my nigga name, Ness. Hey, stop
I
playing with
am.
that
I'm
nigga,
trying
bro.
to tell you, Troy, that dude. And if we do 15-second viral clips, we gonna go viral.
Man, who the fuck is Troy?
A southpaw, slick
A
black
nigga that'll
fighter,
stop you on this line.
slick
That's who
black
I am.
fighter.
I'll stop you to
Nah,
the gut.
nigga.
That's
Come on, man. Stop this shit, dog.
Troy, you don't even spar no more. Cut it out.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. Shit.
But yeah, y'all stop all that Tyson shit saying Jake gonna be scared once he get in the ring. And he
No,
putting
I
all this
said
footage
I
up.
want him to knock Tyson out so he could become the villain.
Nah, fuck that. Cause you want that Canelo shit. No, fuck that. I don't want that fight. He gonna be scared when he get in there with Canelo. Nigga gonna be scared once he get in there with a real nigga that can fight, bro. That's what I'm saying. He get in there with Tyson, it's over. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
I mean,
Like,
don't cry when he sleep. I'm talking about, oh, he was 58.
no, I ain't gonna say that. He's not gonna sleep him. If y'all think Tyson going in there to get slept,
Nobody
come on,
ever
man.
goes in there. You think Manny went in there to get slept or he got slit?
I mean, he a brawler, so Tyson. This is what I'm saying. Jake Paul is going to be scared to even throw punches, bro. Once he see how Tyson dip, duck, and come with them uppercuts, it's over with. It's over with. Look, big time boxing back in the D, man. You know, on the 28th, man. Wayne State, we in this bitch. Y'all know what it is.
Hopefully you wrong, because if Tyson knock out Jake, it's over. The career is over. You can't get beat by a 58-year-old man. I don't give a fuck if it's Tyson or not. They ain't gonna rock with
I don't
you.
think it'd be over if he loses to Tyson.
My dude, he loses mega credibility.
To one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
Bruh, at 58.
Yeah, but Jake just started boxing,
Bernard
so it evens
Hopkins
itself
won the
out.
title at 50.
Man, I'm moving on. Damien, $5. Schofield did a smaller version of Norman Jr. style-wise. Ooh, Brian Norman Jr. he talking about.
Hey, Ness, would you
Jerry,
fight Mike Tyson?
$4 million. Jerry Soliano.
That's it.
I'll fight him for free.
That's how we always used to say it. Like, I fight Mike.
Not for
I'll
a
get in
meal.
there with Mike for a meal.
I'll
We
fight
got
Mike for
Jerry
free.
with the counter.
Let him cook.
My man said for free. You crazy.
Hell yeah. The
On you
experience.
today.
Invaluable.
I got cut off, but I wanted to continue. Troy, you also mentioned today, man. It's your lucky day, brother. You also mentioned today where you mentioned Tom Brady, and you said Tom Brady was athletic. Again, I respect you. You laced him up. I never did. But what I would tell you is this, because I am a philosopher. Hand and eye coordination, you say is athleticism, where I can argue that it's skill. That it's skill, not athleticism. So when
It's
you
one
talk
of the
about
10
Tom,
pillars of fitness, Jerry.
I hear you. I hear you. Your trick. Listen again. What you say is athleticism. I'm gonna say is skill. So when it comes to Tom Brady, his hand and eye coordination is a skill. Is a skill because you don't get too old. Your hand and eye coordination is one of the things last to go, right? Just like power. So you could say it's athleticism. I'm gonna say it's skill, and we just have to just disagree on that. But let me get back to
I
Schofield
agree. I agree with that.
because let's get back to Schofield because I got cut off on Schofield. Schofield's not ready for Shakur. Okay. If you doubt that Schofield is not Dominican, all you gotta do is listen to his dad talk. His dad, his dad's gonna be one of those guys, man, that at some point he's got way too much fire, does too much talking. He's probably gonna have to take a step back. He is. But when you listen to his son speak, what I'm talking about, this is a special talent, dude. Troy, you're gonna have to just listen to interviews, watch some of his fights, and I'm telling you, your perception of him is gonna change. The guy is very mature for his age. When you hear him talk, you hear like a guy that's determined. Not only that, he gets it because it is hard for someone that goes in there that will knock somebody out that understands that the fans, you need to be fan friendly in order to sell tickets, which Shakur doesn't care about. But a guy that goes in there and is offensive is going to get punched. So y'all were laughing when I said he's got Shakur abilities, just like I feel Crawford has Floyd abilities defensively. But it's hard to go in there when you are offensive and also be defensive. You know, when Crawford stays in the pocket because he's trying to get you out of there, he ain't gonna look like Floyd because he's trying to get you out of there. So it's kind of the same thing. Schofield is an offensive fighter with all of the abilities. Y'all were laughing when I said he could do what Tank does. He could do what Haney does. He could do what Shakur does. He has all of those skills. But you know what he wants to do? He wants to be fan friendly.
That
And when you're
is
fan
the
friendly,
bell, Jerry.
God,
3 minutes. You gotta get that knockout like Schofield did in his last fight. Not this fight, but the last
He
fight.
doesn't have Shakur abilities, Jerry.
Why not?
I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because Shakur's defensive ability is more closer to Alfredo Benitez, the style of defense that they use.
But that's only
Minimal
one
head
thing. He
movement.
said he
His
said
de-
Shakur like skills, like things that Shakur could do. So that's only one thing. Is there nothing you can compare the two southpaws who have sparred?
Who, Austin and Shakur?
Yes.
No, because Kid Austin is athletic. Yes, he is, but he doesn't have anywhere near the fundamental defensively or offensively of a Shakur Stevenson.
No, but he said he can do the things that Shakur
He can't
does.
do it. He can't do. He doesn't do them.
Nothing.
Not from what I've seen watching
All
these
right.
fights. He doesn't do them. Listen. If we're talking boxing, yeah, he lands punches, but setting up traps. This is where athleticism comes in when you need to for a when you're throwing a shot out of desperation. Like if somebody hits you and you like, man, I got to get that back. You make a quick, hard move with your athleticism, but that still has to be set up with the jab, with hooking off the jab. Depending on if you want to land a body shot, is you gonna throw some headshots first to get the person thinking, or you gonna go? He doesn't do those things. He doesn't have the defensive ability. Remember, you could turn off. Defense can be turned into offense. Offense is neutralized once the gas tank goes down. The gas tank defense doesn't thrive on the gas tank. Defense is strictly skill set. This is why when Triple G hit Canelo with a good shot, whatchamacallit could stay in the pocket and still look sharp Dude was talking about you don't look sharp in the pocket. No, Terrence Crawford. That was one of my gripes with Terrence when he was fighting. That if he was to beat Canelo, this is very technical, so we can get it. But what Floyd used to beat Canelo is very technical inside counter punching. Terrence Crawford lifts his chin up a little bit when he does that. Watch his fights. When he's in the pocket exchanging shots, he lifts his chin up a little bit. That's why people are saying, well, if he keep exchanging with Earl, but the thing is, Earl didn't have the defense. So Terrence can exchange with Earl because he could pick Earl off quicker than Earl could pick him off because he has better defense, period. But when you compare Terrence and Floyd's defense, Floyd's pocket defense, how he catching short punches and knowing how to switch it up, Terrence doesn't have that skill set mastered all the way yet. That takes some work, bro. That's some Pernell Whitaker type. That's a very intricate skill set. Canelo has it now. That's why he can go up and get them bigger guys because he's not scared to be in there and he's still looking sharp in there. It can be done.
I got callers. We got Khaled. Actually, Khaled, you gotta wait. Tyler Mack, what up? Tyler Mack,
Hello.
we hear you.
Hey man, Floyd. I think Floyd Schofield just got like frustrated yesterday because that dude was kind of he was kind of like what's the word rough. He was rough in a lot of ways. He was flipping and punching all kinds of stuff. Man, I'm with a lot of these callers. I'm not with a lot of the callers, but some of these callers who say they not really a big believer in Zepeda. Maxi Hughes looked like his foot was stuck in quicksand, and you could tell his game plan was to try to, to really stand his own ground. I feel like Max Hughes was being a man from round one to the round he got stopped. But the problem was like Maxi was just like he wasn't trying to pick Zepeda off in between Zepeda shots. Like Zepeda get off his little combos, and Zepeda don't seem like he placing his punches to me that well either. Like nigga seem like he punching, but he don't seem like he placing his punches. And every time Maxi actually placed a punch, and I feel like the commentators was real biased yesterday. They didn't give Maxi no love for the heart and trying to stay in the pocket with this nigga. They were just like, oh, he's just getting beat all the shit. Hold on, I'm sorry. That shit was cracking me up yesterday. Oh, Lord, they about to send him to hell. But Maxi was low-key standing toe-to-toe with that man. And I saw some success with Maxi with the jab. So if Zepeda run into a nigga who's more about the placement of the punches and the quality of the punches, oh, nigga getting stopped. He's getting stopped. I've seen Maxi is, if any fighter watched Maxi, the success Maxi did have, oh, it's over with. Zepeda getting stopped. And I don't know if Shakur stops him. Shakur a hoe in my mind since his last fight. I think I got to stand on that. If I call you a hoe, you can until you prove to me you can, fight without running, then you a hoe. So that's all I got to say. But Zepeda getting stopped. I don't give a fuck. He getting stopped by placement puncher. He too wild for me. Like nigga, I like brawlers, I do, but he don't seem like he got any thought to that shit. He just think they just But all right, I'm full with y'all on this. I love the Boston voice. Keep doing what you do, bro.
Hey Marco, I hit you with a couple of tags.
I
on
got
your IG.
Lake County.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Lake County, $2. Troy is like Al Bundy, quote unquote, poke high football legend. He Tijuana's legend, Cuerno de Chivo, better known as. We got Lake County back at us with another 2. He said Floyd Sr., Floyd Sr., Floyd Sr., say his names 3 times, pop up like candy, man. Nah, they ain't really be like him, but we'll see if we could get it like that. James in Atlanta, Troy's opponents on BoxRec, win, losses. Wins 21, losses 42 for 8 bouts. But he's strapped up, though. Lake County back at us. 2 more. Ness, text Floyd Sr. Tell him they talking about They talking about his son. Talking about his son. Yeah, well, we talking about, that's Floyd talking about his son, not I. Not I. Kerry G,
Floyd.
$2. Shakur tweeting he want the Zepeda fight. Looking emoji. Yeah, that's why his last opponent called him Twitterson, man. You know what I'm saying? Just get the shit done, bro. Like Shakur tweeted he want to step in for Ryan. He want to fight Zepeda. And he want to fight, what's the other name? Floyd Schofield. If Schofield fights Mason. And all along, the dude he fight, remember I told y'all I know who it is, and I ain't saying it because I want it to happen, just so y'all could be see how shocked y'all is. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got Hawk with the counter punch, Maryland. What up, Hawk?
Yo, what's up? Yo, Dad.
What up with you?
What's up, brother? Ain't too much. One thing I wanted to say about the Floyd thing and also Mike Tyson thing I wanted to break up. The Floyd thing I was saying about Schofield, I'm saying he's a good fighter. I'm just saying when I see him fight, like he was saying he could beat Haney and all that. Haney fights with a fight plan from round 1 to round 12. Tank Davis' plan is to set traps from round 1 to round 12. You don't get how he gets it, he's going to set a trap to catch it. Schofield, what I saw from him was just fighting. It's like he didn't have a fight plan. It's like he's going off of his quickness, his speed, and reaction. He's a reactive fighter. If he would just add a jab, add some feint, add some, you know what I'm saying, I would be more inclined to think he could deal with those guys, but he's going to need to start with, I know he said at the end that his eye was messed up, he couldn't see, that's why he didn't do the jab, but the jab should be automatic. That's what you should, if you spike those both your eyes, good jabs should come out. The jabs is important, it's got to be solid with your style, man. He don't use it, and he just seems like he switches southpaw and orthodox. He just don't have a plan to me. I mean, I think it's coaching. But anyway, I got Mike Tyson knocking Jake Paul's head off, man. I'm going with Mike.
What?
I hope so. I like what Mike said. Day 3, what he said. Day 3, you still want to fuck with me? Yeah, let's get. I'm with this fight. I'm starting to like it more and more. So, I think he will. If Jake Paul come in there like he normally do, just trying to knock somebody out. That's going to be nice and good for Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson forgot more shit than Jake Paul will ever learn in boxing. So it ain't going to take much for him to get.
They banking on all y'all nostalgic fools to tune in.
Yeah, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tune in. I just can't see Jake. Well, maybe. Jake been doing pretty good. Mike's 60 years old.
We sleeping Mike old
But if he's 60, but Mike's 60 years old, knock his ass out. We can say Serenata to Jake Paul. That's my call.
We sleeping Mike old ass, man, for real. Sleep.
You gotta stop that, Ness.
Nah, bro. He gotta take one for the team. He going to sleep in the name of Jake for the greater good of the sport. Don't forget, we giving away. Actually, I always say giveaway, but it's more of a raffle. These Hibernation 5s, as you can see, brand new, still sealed up. But this is the black set. So if you want this set, $15 Cash App to the Cash App coming up above right there. You see it says Nest GTO. That's one Cash App. Then the next one is going to say The Boxing Voice with the number 1. That's the other Cash App. Send $15. We'll put you in the running. We're giving those out in the end of the month. We're going to do one every month. Don't let me forget. We're doing one every month. We got Leonard Sterling with the 5-pounder. He says, Hughes said it was not the headshots. It was the body shots. One landed on the solar plex. Could not recover. It was downhill from there. Actually, it's more of, what is that? The kidney shot of his right hand, guys, Mr. Boxers?
Kidney's behind kidney's like behind here.
Like, what is it when the southpaw lands the right hook to the body? Is it a regular body shot?
Yeah, that's
liver's
on when
the
I land the
liver's
body
here.
shot on that side. That's on they
The liver's like your rib cage, kidneys behind your rib cage.
Well,
the
Coach
liver is
Panda,
on the right side.
Right.
Coach Panda
The,
sent me
the the
this.
stomach is on the left side.
Coach Panda sent me this picture and said this was the shot this morning because I had asked a few questions. And now that I remember about questions, I also asked Coach Flores a few questions. Let me see if we can find some footage of Fernando Vargas. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. I think I got that here. Just to show his fight, bro. They had like 6,000. That 6,000 looked a lot more, but I guess you guys can see for yourself and decide. But shout out to Fernando, they got the win. Shout out to Gabriel Flores Jr. also got the win. And this is Fernando Vargas Jr. getting the knockout. But look at the arena, bro. That they said 6,000, but that shit is lit. It's like people everywhere. Look at how many people up there. And I've seen some other clips where they pan. It's like completely full. So I don't know how that many people's only 6,000, but goddamn, that 6,000 looks good. Shout out to Fernando. Shout out to Gabe Flores, both senior and junior, because they both got the win. And
Fernando's
again,
all knockouts, right?
yeah, pretty much. And again, Flores, they did good ticket sales there. He got dropped from Top Rank, but you're doing ticket sales like that, they might bring you back. Jerry, counterpunch.
Let me cook one last time for today, and I gotta go. Listen, if y'all don't think that Jake Paul and that Mike Tyson fight is gaining traction, I'm starting to believe that may be the most watched fight in decades. It may surpass Pacquiao Mayweather. Let me tell you why. I've made the right moves in my life, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed. I got a 25-year-old Colombian fiance who I've been teaching boxing, taught her about Mike Tyson. She called me the other day and told me, is Mike Tyson really fighting Jake Paul? And I'm going, what are you talking about? There's a meme going around in Colombia, another country, that has Mike Tyson fake biting a little blonde baby. And the baby's crying. And in Colombia, they're pushing that meme like it's Mike Tyson biting the baby Jake Paul. She's like, are they really fighting? I said, yeah, they're going to fight, but that ain't really Jake Paul. So if y'all don't think that fight is a big deal, you got something else coming. But let me finish up my Floyd Schofield. Listen, Troy, I like you, man. I like you.
Yes,
you.
sir.
Listen, you to just do a little Schofield research because we got to start supporting our young lions.
I got
And
you.
let me tell
I got you,
you,
bro. I'm gonna get on it, Jerry.
I'll tell you why I say young lion. Because here's what Tank Davis is missing. And people say I'm a Tank Davis hater. No. Tank Davis has all the skills in the ring. But I don't think Tank Davis is a high-level competitor. Tank Davis doesn't want all the smoke. Let me tell you something about the green print where people miss what kind of competitor De La Hoya was, what kind of competitor Floyd was, that they fought all the big fights. They didn't run from anybody. But guess what Tank Davis did when Floyd was like, hey, won't you fight Lomachenko? Oh, you trying to get me beat. 2 years ago, Floyd Mayweather was on Twitter going, I like that Teofimo fight. You talk about green print? Tank Davis and Teofimo at 135? Even Tank Davis and Teofimo today at 138. Does Tank Davis want that smoke? No, sir. No, sir. That is the difference. That's why when we see these young lions like Davis coming up, like Schofield coming up, these guys, Andy Cruz coming up, these guys that at some point are going to want all the smoke. Tank Davis is sleeping in silk sheets. That boy don't want the big fights. He just wants the big money. So these young lions that like Devin Haney, love it, hate him. The guy wants all the smoke. I'm not a big fan of his style. I think he needs to start knocking some people out. I don't like Devin Haney's punch placement. I think it needs some work. But these young lions coming up, man, especially the Schofield.
Jerry, that's the best.
Hey Jerry,
We
before you
find out young
leave, Jerry.
lions, man. The young lions
Hey
are going to
Jerry.
save the sport and keep it alive.
Hey Jerry, before you leave.
Yes,
You
sir.
say every time you come on, you say you're a lender for life. Are you lender? Are you a public lender or a private lender?
Google me. I'm a mortgage banker. You need money, I'm your source. I got private, public,
Hey Jerry, we
alternative.
gotta talk because I'm a secure party, so we gotta talk.
Let's talk about it, brother. I'm all business. If you think I'm not about it, just Google me.
No, I'm a.
You enjoy your
What's your
Sunday, my
last name?
friends.
I'm gonna get it from Ness.
We'll
I'm gonna get
talk
it from
soon.
Ness, but I'm a secure party creditor, so we gotta talk.
Reach out to me. We'll do some business, man. I talk
All
a
right,
talk, but I walk a walk.
fellas. All right, let's do it. DM him. What is your Instagram, Troy?
My
Troy.
Instagram is at Cretino de Chivo
Yeah.
or at Killertainment 1L. Or you can reach me at Troy Killertainment King. All right, now listen. I know I got a little East Coasty approach when I use the word basura. They literally block me from using it on Instagram. They do not let me use the word basura. Okay? When I say you basura, that means you need work. I'm sorry. When people say what I do is trash, I just get better at it because I don't want no excuses while I'm busting your pack. So his defenses and his fundamentals are trash, and he needs to work on those things as a young man.
You
That
need to
should come
work on a
first.
better vocabulary, man. You know, you sound like you discouraging young fighters from their dream, calling them
No,
trash,
listen.
man.
If that's how you take the energy,
Relating to someone as to something that you dispose of, that you have
I
no more
agree, Troy,
use
especially
of,
being a
that
fighter
serves you
yourself.
no longer a purpose, that
Like
you
that's why
discard, that you get rid of, that you
hey,
throw
listen, Marco.
away.
I'm
I
not
never call fighters
Come
the
on,
punks and none of
man.
trainer
that.
that
Come on, man.
I'm not the trainer,
Yo, we gotta
Marco.
be better, man.
That really be doing. When you come to me and train and really get to know me, bro, I literally train
Nobody
you.
want to
You
hear
will be
that
so
tough
good
love
because I
shit.
don't just dog you.
We don't want to hear
I'd
that
be like,
tough
oh,
love
listen,
shit. We
that's
don't want to hear
trash,
that tough
but this is
love
how we
shit.
could fix
No,
it,
I,
and
I
I
get
work
it, but
at
Don't
I'm
it. But
nobody
saying
care
I'm
about
not
your
gonna
tough love.
sugarcoat shit.
Don't
I'm
nobody care
you know
sorry.
about
how
your
I'm not.
tough
you
love.
know
We
how
got to
much
call her, man. We got to call her. Don't nobody care about your tough love, Troy. H-Town.
What's up, Ness? H-Town, baby. Hey, Ness, he just used the word immature. His skills are immature. They haven't matured yet. But, nah, man, Floyd's problem, Schofield's problem is that, he, fighting emotional. He lets Sudo get in his head when he was talking about his family, saying they were fake Dominicans and they ain't Dominicans. From the moment of the beginning of the fight, he looked mad. You know, he needs to get somebody to help him with his emotions in the ring. That's why he's acting the way he's acting in the ring, lunging, going crazy. Because he's got skills. The kid's got skills. He just needs to calm down and think and stop being so emotional. That's that Latino blood. You know, you start talking about our family, you know how that goes, Ness. We want to kill you. But yeah, man, what's he talking about? He likes Zepeda's punch placement or punching output. Didn't he land like 50% of his shots? I think his placement's pretty good. I mean,
agreed.
I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I mean, you could clearly see he was working the body to slow him
I think
down, and they know.
I think they're talking about Zepeda fighting Shakur or Tank. They think that wouldn't translate the same way it did.
No, he'll translate. He'll translate because Tank's gonna sit there and trade with you because he wants to counter you. And but Shakur's a little different. He could do the same if he feels you can't hurt him with one punch, like knock him out. Then he'll trade with you. But if he knows you can knock him out with one punch, he's gonna get to bicycle and jab, and that's his frame of thought is that's the smart way to do it. He's not gonna risk his career, to please the fans. But I mean, it was a good week of fights. The Haney-Paul fight to me was the best fight of the weekend because I mean the atmosphere in there was just crazy, man. It just made me feel like boxing was alive again. The people were going crazy almost every punch. The entrance was wild. You got to watch that fight, man. It gave me chills, man. It
Which
made me
one?
feel like, man, I was
Which one?
watching the Haney-Pauls and the Queensbridge card, the main
Oh,
event.
okay.
Go back and watch just the crowd, man. The crowd was just like they're going, man. Anybody says boxing's dead is crazy. It might be dying in America, but man, in Europe, man, we need to get our fighters over there, man, because they're really supporting their guys over there. They're supporting these guys like they're superstars, like they're the undisputed champions. The way we support our boxers is crazy. We just shit on them every moment we can. I mean, I don't get it, man. We need to try to bring Schofield up instead of calling him trash. I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You talking about a 22-year-old
Gotta
is
get his
trash?
defenses
And
together.
he don't got time to develop? Well, come on, man. We need to be better than that. If he was 40 or 30 and his
Word.
defense is still where it's at, I'll be like, okay, that's your opinion. That's straight. But this kid is a kid, man. Him and Keyshawn, and they still got time to grow. Even Shakur's got time to grow, man. He's not that old yet. But we need to support our boxers more, Nez. That's what I feel. And what's this guy right here, Larry the Loner or whatever?
Who's that?
If he just, the guy says let me cook or whatever.
Oh, Jerry
Jerry.
the lender. He said
Uh,
Larry the
He said
loner.
Larry the Loner.
Yo,
That's
you're
pretty dope.
terrible. This guy's hilarious. Larry
Larry
the
the
lender.
Loner.
Larry the loner.
Hey,
Larry the loner.
that man said he got a 25-year-old Colombian girl. We
Yeah.
all know about this 25-year-old Colombians. He better get that prenup before he's gonna
Oh
be
man.
Jerry the beggar. I'm out, man.
All right, bro. Yo, leave Troy alone, bruh.
No, yeah, no, it's
Big
good,
If,
blood.
what
This
up?
is
Yo, salute, man. You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, salute to the panel, man. Last caller was funny, man, talking about 25-year-old Colombian. But dude is mad funny. But yo, I'm trying to switch gears a little bit because maybe I missed a show or something. But I know Ness, you went to the ProBox card, right?
Yes.
Yes, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping you covered your countryman, Nick Flies, man. Is it Nick Flies? How you say it?
Nick
Nick.
Floss. Floss. He is my countryman, but bro, he's more he's more Thomas Delorme than he is Schofield. And what I mean by
Okay.
that is they are of Dominican parents, but raised and born in Puerto Rico, so have just decided to be Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. So basically, a man that don't like Chicanas will not approve of him. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. He would technically not be a purebred Puerto Rican. He's just an adapted Puerto Rican.
That's funny. But yeah, but I like the only time I never heard of him till he beat the dude from out here Queens, Jahai Tucker.
Jahad
It
Tucker.
was the first time yeah, it's the first time I heard of him. Then I seen him the other night upset Santa Maria. So I was like, yo, that's a crazy story, man. It looks like I hope whoever's managing him could really
No manager.
no
No.
manager.
Nah,
Oh,
he's with Samson though. He's promoted by Samson, and he's got 3 fantastic wins, all back to back. Brian Ceballo, then the Jahad Tucker, and now the Luke
yeah.
Santa Maria stoppage.
Yeah. I was pissed with Jahad Tucker because Jahad Tucker from out here, man, Queens, man. But then I started following him. I'm like, I like his story, man. I would like you to do like a little profile or interview him, man, so we can hear his story, man. It's pretty neat. I like that. But anyway, salute to you, man. Salute to the panel. I'm out, man. Peace.
Queens.
Marco. What you think of some of the footage?
Trey.
I didn't see too much of it just yet. I'm gonna look it over later, like more thoroughly.
Please do. Please do.
Got you.
I know you ain't sent him your high school touchdown.
No, I got ran over in high school.
It was a
on the
metaphor.
football
It was a
field.
metaphor for your old fights. Trey, you want to unmute? Nebraska.
Yeah.
About to let you go.
Yeah.
All right, Trey. We got James Benitez, $2. He says, if Kevin McBride can retire Tyson, Jake definitely can. Ooh. Right back at us with another $10. He says, Danny Williams lost 33 times, but stop sign emoji Mike in 4. Jake wins this fight by stoppage. Also, Jerry out here mail ordering brides. Don't co-sign that. He's saying that because he said that he had a 25-year-old Colombian that lives in Colombia.
Did you guys see what they said about the Tyson Paul fight though? They said that the referee will let the fight go only if it's under competitive exhibition standards, which means if anybody starts popping off too much, the ref might just stop it.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson is a trained killer and Jake Paul is not. And I'm from Ohio, but to be fair, George Foreman and Mike Tyson, them some two old guys that you just don't. And the way Mike Tyson is moving and staying in shape with the shrooms and the can I bust pause, man, Mike can still work, bro. One thing about boxing, I don't think people realize is that you do so much repetition. It's kind of like Ness in the boxing voice. It just go hand in hand. Like you can't. You gonna get on here. You gonna do what you. Once you put a Mike in the ring, it's hard to get him not to be Mike. That's what he literally loves it.
Yeah, he looks fast and he looks good still for his age, but I just don't, that 30-year age difference. But Mike is way more experienced. It's I'd have to lean towards Mike, but you never know.
I really can't believe we got two dudes that box.
My man said he leaning towards Mike. This motherfucker done bumped his motherfucking noggin. What the fuck?
Yo, we got Troy and my nigga Marco who boxed. He's 57 years old.
Ain't it 58?
Age ain't nothing but a number, though, man.
Hey, you ever seen that video of the old white man who was getting in the ring, and then they put the other dude in there, and then the old white man start hitting him with
yeah.
That's exactly why.
Did you see what Belfort did to Evander Holyfield?
Yeah, I did.
Like, come on now.
And that's possible.
We're gonna be honest. And Jake Paul been boxing. Vitor hasn't.
But don't forget
Mike
one thing,
is
though.
57.
Don't forget, though, Jake Paul is barely 190 pounds. Tyson's a solid 225, 230, so Tyson's also bigger.
He's 5'11".
He's 5'10", actually. But
and Jake is what? 6'1", 6'2"?
6'1", barely.
Oh, Jake is about a good.
But the weight matters, not the height.
Yeah, the height does not.
Weight matters.
Skills matter.
Because
the
not only will
experience
Tyson,
when somebody's throwing hard shots.
Right. And why the weight matters is because Tyson could absorb punches better from a smaller guy, and his punches will give way more impact because he's a bigger guy.
Man, Tyson
bro.
can't even beat.
Hey,
bruh.
Yes, Jake is good, bro.
No, he is.
You see how he got these dudes? Really thinking Mike got a chance.
My dude.
Well, the ref
Mike Tyson had problems with 2 skateboards. I'm not worried about him beating Jake.
Oh my God!
Yeah, like we ain't seen the last Roy Jones fight. Two old dudes. Like, come on, man, that shit ain't giving me no kind of inclination that Mike is back and he was gonna beat up Jake.
Do we really all think that the ref and the fight's gonna go to that level after what they? I don't think they're gonna let it get to anything crazy.
Bro, a punch is a punch.
Nobody's gonna take a chance. Remember when Jamie Foxx said Mike Tyson is like somebody's loose pit bull? Hey, somebody get your pit.
Yeah.
That like nobody's taking a chance with Mike.
It's the difference when that pit bull 15 years old, 7 years for each year in dog years.
Yeah, that's the thing. Mike is actually a human who can keep working.
Well,
it's just nobody's gonna take the chance with him snapping.
Yeah. If Mike's
Here's a question. Here's a question: Does experience and power overcome youth? That's really the only question.
All right, y'all.
Yes. That's why it's quiet on this bitch.
Y'all seen him walking with a cane, right?
That's why
Y'all
it's
seen him walking
quiet
with a
in
cane,
this
right?
bitch.
Y'all seen him
Did you
walking with
hear
a
the
cane, right?
cricket? Did you
Y'all
hear the
seen him walking with a
cricket?
cane, right?
You know why
Y'all
we
seen him
saying
looking
what
like
we
Moses,
saying
right?
about Kid Austin?
They were
Because he's
calling him
young.
Moses. And you was right about Kid
Mike
Austin
Tyson
too.
has.
You was right.
Listen, Mike.
If we saw
George
Mike now and he looked terrible, I wouldn't be
and
saying this, but he looks pretty good still.
listen,
In
did
10-second
Bernard
clips.
Hopkins not beat John
clips,
Pascal?
damn it.
Man, what the fuck are we talking about? We
Okay.
ain't watching a whole
Did Bernard Hopkins not beat John Pascal at 50? And John Pascal was bigger, stronger, and better than
And more
Jake Paul.
experience. Way more.
And more experience. And
Was
Bernard was
Bernard
50.
and wasn't Bernard active? When the last time Mike
He
fought?
was still 50.
When the last time Mike
listen,
fought?
hold on. He took 2 years
When the
off,
last
Mike.
time Mike fought?
Listen, Bernard took 2 years off.
Here we go, man.
And was doing good against Joe Smith, but we seen how that inactivity. But if Bernard would have had a tune-up, he possibly could have smoked Joe Smith. He was hitting Joe Smith with shit.
But
And I was
Joe Smith's a real experienced long-term boxer. He's not the same as Jake. We can't even compare it.
Mike
and that's what I'm saying. Bernard and Joe
20
Smith
years?
Jr. was
That's
young.
like riding a bike, though, man. That's like riding a bike.
That's what I'm trying. The boxing is like riding.
Niggas fall off bikes every day, B.
That was funny, but it doesn't really doesn't apply
but
here.
Jake Paul ain't been riding a bike long enough. He still got his training wheels on. He lost against Tyson Fury. I mean, little bro.
I don't agree.
Mike Tyson would stop
We
him.
can move on, though. We can move on.
Yeah, we definitely. Because Mike Tyson will stop Fury's little brother.
So you think, Mike? You think that Jake Paul's gonna knock out Tyson?
Absolutely.
Oh man, I hope. And so, okay, let me ask you this. Let's say that's true. Why would you? Isn't that a bad thing?
Yeah, that's a horrible thing.
Okay.
And I want the boxing community to come together as a whole and get this Jake Paul character up out of here. If he do that to Mike, if he does that to Mike, somebody needs to Canelo, whatever big fight that he needs, come in and clean this guy the fuck up.
The reason why it's not ever gonna get that because Mike is at Mike is 31 U.S. Code 3716, Social Security Administration, 65, blind or disabled. I'm blind, which makes me disabled. My man Mike, we both disabled. Mike is only a little bit from 65. So they're not going to let him take a hard, crazy shot because it could get him out of here. At the same time, they're not going to let his experience, even at this age, hit Jake Paul and ruin him either. Like, it's just the gap in everything. They're just going to play it safe.
That's what, like, I don't know. Did you guys see when Razor Ruddock just fought James Toney maybe like 4 or 5 months ago?
Listen, they let them work.
Yes, they were supposed to go easy, and after you know how it is, Troy. You get in there, somebody hits you, the ego pops out.
Oh, listen, you're not
going
about
all
to
out.
listen, bro. They didn't have no headgear on.
Nope.
That was a real boxing fight, bro.
Real, and Razor was throwing that smash like he was trying to hit him.
Like that. Listen, bro. For two old guys to get in there and show you that.
Old dude versus one old dude.
No, but my point is, it's the same.
It's not a 30-year
exhibition
age gap.
No, but my point is that was under the same premise as the Jake Paul Tyson fight's going to be, and they went at it.
Exhibition.
Now, so we know for a fact that it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
I heard 14-ounce gloves, 2-minute rounds, 8 2-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves, no headgear, and the referee will not let it go past competitive exhibition standard. That's what I heard.
Okay. Where you hear this from? Where you hear this from?
Thai competition.
Where you get all this information from?
Say what?
Where'd you get all that information from?
Me? I got my sources, man. You ain't the only one.
I heard the same thing, Marco. I heard it like I heard they was gonna possibly be wearing headgear, and if it gets too fiery, they're gonna calm it down.
Yeah, I know headgear. I heard there's no headgear.
Okay, well, I know they not about to let it go crazy.
I'm not crazy about the 2-minute rounds either, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if they doing it like
I'm gonna
that,
tell
too
you
many
what is
rounds,
going to
big
happen.
gloves.
Mike Tyson is going to
That's
go to his guts, and he's not going to be
They
easy
trying to
because in
protect
boxing,
Mike. They trying to protect Mike, man. That's some bullshit.
That's what it sounds like. Too many rounds, bigger gloves. It sounds like they trying to
but
add
that's
a
what James
little
Toney
level
and
of protection.
Razor and James fought under those the same standards.
You know why they do that? Because the commission, even in the amateurs, it's a masters league. Like when you get a certain age, they still get all their boxing physicals done. You get an MRI, an MRN. You got to do them physicals with the doctor. You get the EKG. It's not like people think they just sign up and scrap. No.
And like, for me,
Go
like,
ahead, Mark.
I'm not sure that Tyson will win. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, it can go either way. It can go either way because that's the question. Again, does age and experience over and size overcome youth? Because that's all Jake has over Mike is youth, and he hits hard-ish, but he's smaller.
Like, would you put Jake Paul in there with George Foreman right now?
No, Joe Foreman now is done. He's like damn near 80.
Yeah, like, come on, man. We talking
No, I'm
about?
talking about like a George Foreman that like not this old George Foreman, but like a George Foreman that was like just a little bit retired
But
after
don't
like
forget,
2 years.
Troy, when Foreman knocked out Moore, Foreman was 45. Tyson's a good 14 years older than that. So
That's my point. And that's why I
we
use
can't
him
say
and
Mike
Bernard
just
Hopkins.
retired though
Like,
either. Mike ain't boxed in like what a real fight in what 20 years.
Man, Mike was just active, man. Mike just fought last year. Stop protecting Mike.
Last year.
I don't care how old you
That was 4
is.
years ago.
You sign up to get some work, you getting work.
But one thing that I did want to say real quick, man, when I came on, Troy, I agree with you about Floyd Schofield. He leaps in too much, man. Like he jumps with his punches. Like kind of remind me of like Sean Porter, and also that dude who called Shakur Stevenson a hoe, man. Like we can't be calling dudes hoes, bro. Like come on, man. I called him a hoe, so I got to stand on it. No, you don't. You can be a grown man and like, hey, man, I was wrong. Shakur probably beat this dude, whatever. But for you to call him a hoe,
He was saying he was a hoe because that's what they use for running and all of that. But listen, if somebody gives you and if you a meat eater, right? And they say, listen, catch the chicken, you're gonna be in this cage for 3 minutes, 12 times. You get 12 rounds. If you cannot catch this chicken, he's gonna be kicking and doing sharp. If you don't eat. So once you get inside the squared circle, if you can't stop a man who has one hurt hand, that's on you. There is no such thing as running in boxing. If you can't stop him, that means you didn't cut off the ring. You didn't do the things and that's just what it is.
My man showed Superman, like, you know that song they got for he's like, he can leap in one single bound. Like, that's what the fuck we saw. Don't lie. And we never saw that before, and we not about to start acting like that shit was natural. That shit was unnatural and Wolverine, like, almost superhero like he done, got bit by a spider, fell in some sort of toxic mutation shit. He ain't supposed to be able to jump that far out of danger, okay? That was some old X-Men shit. He an X-Man right now. Fuck out of here.
For you to
that's
try to justify...
That's what amateurs do, though.
Nah, we ain't off that shit. This the pros. We ain't off that shit.
For you to try
I
to
know
like
what
justify...
you're saying, but...
Oh, Schofield fought the number 2 ranked Dominican in the world. Like, bro, that nigga was ass, man.
Who? Sweato?
That dude who fought... Yes,
bruh, you got to
dude
be
was
listen.
dirty as hell.
He's
super dirty.
Hell yeah.
He showed me no skill last night.
But it takes skill to beat someone that dirty. See, Troy just bashing Schofield because he watched the highlight.
No. I'm saying you was trying to justify Schofield's victory. Oh, he fought the number 2 Dominican in the world. Like that dude wasn't that good that I seen last night. That Schofield fought at all.
Hey, he was the double Dominican.
And if he get in there with Shakur This man's gonna be a short man. I'm telling you.
Schofield
I don't
ain't
think
ready.
that.
Schofield not ready for Shakur. He ain't even fought a former
Okay.
world champ
All right.
yet.
I'm just because I've been hearing a
Dude,
lot
it
of talk.
wasn't
Oh, we
that
want
dude
Shakur.
wasn't good. It's just that when
Who
dude
was it
felt the
then?
power, he chose the other tactics.
Yeah,
Like
and you got to be
that's
talented
it.
to deal with
Dude
that.
had that different skill. Like when somebody, this is why Sean Porter was a problem due to his non-fundamental approach. This is why I said about Isak Cruz against Tank. If you're in there boxing with Tank, he's stopping you. If you jumping in wild like Isak Cruz and you, that's gonna give a boxer a problem, and that is gonna be good for right now. But as we could, once you start getting cut bad, then no, we got to stop that. We don't need Sean Porter's dad to train you how to get your head cut better. No, we
Man,
need you
fuck
to
out of here,
free
man.
that.
Again, to me,
Give him
if you're
some
good,
fundamentals.
you find a way to try to get the victory. You don't look for the easy way out if you're good. He looked
No,
for
look,
the easy way out last night.
Yeah.
He didn't go
they
in there
were
and like,
good for
okay,
that level.
After he
Schofield
got
hopping
hit.
in, doing all this shit. I'm gonna find a way to either catch Schofield when he
Nah,
hop
but
in,
this ain't
or,
about
or keep
Suedo.
him at range.
This
Yep.
ain't
He
about
got hit
Suedo.
once. He got hit with that left hook, and that was it.
Exactly.
All the dirty
This
back
ain't
tricks
about
out the bag.
Suero. Once Suero
Listen,
felt
as
the
soon
power,
as
he
I
was ready
turned
to
on the
go.
highlight, I seen him hit. Listen, this is the thing. Before I seen the fight, when Ness was like he was doing dirty, I was like, well, then if he, I didn't even watch. I was like, well, if he was dirty, that means dude must have hit him and he ain't like it. Then when I watched the fight, soon as the highlights come on, dude jab and then
Get
leap
your
in.
highlight
Yang!
watching ass out of here. My man
And when
assessing
he hit him with
fighters'
the hook,
entire career off one
dude
highlight.
start
That shit is
stanky legging,
bananas.
and that's when and then as soon as he did that, dude start. But then Schofield also elected to get in the tactics with him. Schofield actually,
Schofield
some
made
of
it a
that
harder
stuff the
fight.
dude was
Hey,
doing is
Troy.
easily neutralized in boxing.
Yo, Troy, they
Letting a
said,
nigga pick you up and sling you down, like, come on, bro. Like, no, nigga, I'ma slam you.
Troy, they said when you said getting your hair cut better was a bar. But I still think you're wrong. I don't give a fuck if it was a bar. I think you're wrong. I think Porter knows
Oh,
what to do with that
no.
raw
Listen, when Porter
talent.
fought, everybody headbutts are a thing. When Manny Pacquiao fought fighters, headbutts was a thing because they are explosive, athletic guys. They're not the best fundamentally.
Come on,
That's the reason
you said
why Pacquiao
athleticism wasn't
got
a
put to
talent,
bed.
yo.
He
You said
faked coming in with his head.
you said
Marquez
athleticism
took him to
wasn't
the
a
right.
talent, but you naming two great fighters.
Yes, because but when they got in there with technical masters, they skill didn't look the
Yo,
same.
listen to him when you got in there
I
with a
ain't gonna lie. I ain't
master.
gonna lie.
When you got in
I
there with a
agree to a certain
master.
extent, but in the Earl Spence fight, Sean Porter showed a lot of skill. He
Word.
showed a lot of skill, keeping distance, pivoting, keeping the angle with
Tell him,
Earl.
Mike.
So I think he showed a lot of skill
Tell him,
in that
Mike.
fight. I think that's probably like one of the only fights that I could like. Damn, Sean Porter actually kind of.
Damn, he said one of the
Y'all
only
not
fights.
understanding
One
what
of
I'm
the only
saying.
fight. What about that
Sean,
fight? What about that fight that he was winning?
fundamental.
That fight that he
Sean
was
Porter doesn't
winning.
have good fundamentals.
That
What
them
fight?
dudes was in the corner like, yo, you down, son, you down.
Yeah, I didn't think he was winning that fight.
Oh yeah.
Hey Mike, I don't know why people be thinking they was on here saying that Bud took punishment in that fight. I didn't see.
Yeah, I heard that. Like he took.
I
He
ain't
got
say
hit.
that.
I don't know about
I ain't say
punishment.
that.
Mike,
Indiana, we going on
Mike
caller.
ain't
We going on
saying,
caller.
man. Mike heard.
We got a caller.
I would agree more if you said Bug took punishment in the Brook fight because of the way his eye was messed up.
We hear you,
That's about
Cali.
the only thing.
Cali.
Because Brook
Yeah,
got
that
a good
jab.
fundamental
Yo, let me
jab.
get to this
Thank
caller.
you.
Let me get to this
you.
caller.
And look, and real quick, they said Porter always gives punishment, but in the Brook fight, when a guy's skill, and the Bud fight, when a guy's skill, I didn't see a lot of punishment.
Hey, Mike, are you whipping your wrist right now? Is that what that's called?
No, because the Brook fight, there was a lot of holding. It should have been points deducted
No,
left
that's
and right.
skill. That's skill.
Get the fuck out of here, yo! I got
That's
to
having a
call her.
game plan.
I got to
That's having
call
a
her.
game
I
plan.
got to call
Like Troy
Khaled.
said earlier, you gotta have a game plan.
Now we got to call her,
Yep.
man. We got to call her. We don't want to hear no more of this craziness.
Yeah, bro. William Sepeda. He has the potential to be a champion at some point in his career. You know what I'm saying? He looked really solid. I gotta like I'm only hesitant to see how he handles somebody like a Shakur that's probably gonna fight similarly to a Jermaine Ortiz off the back foot, like gonna try to box, get in and out. I ain't seen like William have to consistently cut off a ring. I don't know if he can do that yet. You know what I'm saying? Because Maxi Hughes was trying to do it, but he was also sitting in there throwing some punches. He was showing some heart in there. Just he ain't really got no thump like that, so he couldn't keep him off of him. But yeah, like Maxi looks solid. You know what I'm saying? But but William Zepeda, you know, with his punch volume and all that, he gonna be a problem for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I mean, Schofield. Well, hold on. I ain't gonna even talk about Schofield yet because I ain't even watched the fight. I'm gonna just give a comment on it. But yeah. Like I like William. I think he one of the best guys at 35. I think he a tough out for anybody. And if like matched correctly, you know what I'm saying, or just on the right night, you know, like depending on who you go against, he could be like a world champion. You know what I'm saying? And he's a big fight for Tank. He a big fight for a Shakur. All the top guys at 135. Floyd Schofield, I ain't see the fight, but I've been hearing some criticism. But it's also like my man only got like 16 fights, 16, 17 fights. Like he's still a prospect. He still got to learn. He still got to figure some shit out. I think that's why I'm not really, you know, like I understand it, but like must be asking for these title fights after 17, 18 fights because they trying to get paid and all that. But you still really a prospect. You still ain't really. It's still more a development that you need to do. It probably need to be more fights for, you know, because I heard his pop say, yo, we trying to have a title shot this year. It's like, bro, you got 18 fights, bro. You still the prospect, but I understand it though. Like motherfuckers trying to get paid. It's
Yeah, but
about rankings.
Edwin fought Shakur with 16, 18 fights. Edwin had two
That's what I'm
losses
saying. That's what I'm
or
saying. He
maybe
shouldn't have
less
been
than
in there
that.
either. Yeah, he should. I mean, he got that shot because everybody said no. He wouldn't have been in there. Like he was at the bottom of the list. You know what I'm saying? And he looked like yo, you need some more fights. Like you look like you need some more fights. You look like you need some more work. So it just be like, you know, I know that you've said you like to see Muggs on the come up and you like to see Muggs do that too. I'm with that as well. I just don't think I feel like we at a stage where we rushing guys now. Like I heard Shuto, Shushu trying to have a title shot within like the next year or so. It just bro got 13 fights or 14 fights. I just think it should be
Yeah,
a
but
little
he
more.
26 years old. He 26
Shushu is
years
ready.
old.
Shushu is
Yeah,
ready.
he is older.
He
I feel you.
26 years
I
Shushu is
old and
ready.
he got a big amateur background. So
Shushu is ready.
they on a Lomachenko and a Guillermo Rigondeaux bit where and Shakur for that matter. Shakur got a title shot like in 14 fights. Like when you got a deep amateur background, you don't wait 20, 30 fights for a title shot.
Shushu.
That's fair, but shit, the amateurs ain't the pros, and that's how you catch L. Shit, Lomachenko lost in the second fight. Shushu, it just depends on how they matched, bro. But I figure, bro, I'm like I heard the bell, so thank you, bro. I appreciate
All
No
right.
problem. Hey, Shushu is ready for a shot. That's one guy who's listen. You talking about fundamentals and sharpness? Shushu, tilt the hat. You're very polished. You're in the gym, and it shows. You have fundamental defense and fundamental offense, power, flash. You could do some things. Another one of those guys is Tiger at the 140 division. Tiger. Yeah.
you. Wait. You
Tiger.
talking about that morning, nigga?
He's
You heard me
coming
break
quick.
that.
You
So
talking about Tiger Johnson?
yeah, we all know who I'm talking about.
I
I think
mean,
jury's still out.
Yeah, it's
we
quiet.
got
You know why? Because the skill and the fundamentals are there. The
shout out
moment he's in
Prentice Brewer.
position
Shout
at
out Prentice
140,
Brewer. Shout
pack
out
the
Prentice
busted.
Brewer who's training him. Shout out my man Prentice Brewer who's training one of the youngest trainers right now doing it. We got Beansman with the $2. He says, "Yo Ness, IG story got me crying. Back of the motorcycle emoji, two laughing out loud emojis. Mike likes TV, $2. Yo, Ness, riding the passenger on the back of the motorcycle emoji. Yeah, y'all watching stories. Yo, that is the last caller. Ness GTO. Instagram and Twitter. Mike, where they can find you. Where they can find you. Troy, where they can find you. Marco.
Hey, listen, you can find me once again at Troy Killertainment King on YouTube. We're gonna be doing some boxing giveaways with my man Ra. We got gloves. They're gonna be leather Velcro. You know, we're gonna be giving away on Boxing Voice gloves. We just gonna be giving things away. We want y'all to put the gloves on and really learn. So when you call in here, you have something positive to say because you took a body shot, like me, Marco, and Ness. Okay. So it's real. So get that going. Follow my man Marco. You know, I'm out. I yield.
Marco Boxing, Marco 3_ Boxing, IG, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Marco, let me know what you think about my footage. I need your honest opinion and I need harshness because
I got you.
I want to get in the gym and because that helps me train my fighters. Whatever
I got
I'm
you.
lacking, then I'm gonna put it in my fighters.
Alrighty then. To the next one. Arrivederci.